and welcome, Barrow folk, back to the Barrow here on the Tegan Mission channel. I am going to very quickly turn that off, turn this on. There we go. I need to make it so that my screen is actually capturing the game and not the entire monitor. Give me a second there. There we go. That's better. Okay. Yeah. Hello Barrow folk, welcome back to the Barrow here on the Tegan Mooson channel. My name is Tegan Mooson, a bubblegum mouse VTuber, and we are having a first look at, or my first look, not a first look. I imagine lots of you have already seen this game and played plenty of this game and are all excitedly playing the new game, Slay the Spire 2. We, however, here on the Barrow are very behind the times with our card gaming. And so we'll be starting off with Slay the Spire 1. I've heard good things. I've never played it myself, so this will literally be me playing this for the first time, and you will get to watch me be terrible at this game. I don't even know what effects and mechanics are in this. I don't know what kind of cards there are, how you build. Is it more like across the obelisk, where you have like heroes who have sets of cards, or is it more like Magic the Gathering, where you have a set of cards that have characters in them? I don't know. I'm going to find out by playing. I've kind of kept myself intentionally as in the dark as possible. I've just noticed that a lot of people have been playing Slay the Spire 2, so I'm like, oh, I imagine the new one's come out. That's a good enough time for me to start the first one. So we're starting the first one. We're going to play Slay the Spire. We're going to find out. I literally set up an account while I was sending out links for the stream. So, yeah, ready to play. Ready to get into it. Hi, Aiden. Hopefully you're doing well. Thank you for the redeem. You've scurried through 22 times. Good, good. Thank you for your support. I guess we're stuck to standard at the moment. Embark on a quest to slay the spire. Choose your character. We have one not locked character. So I guess we're picking the Ironclad, who I assume is just like a paladin warrior, some kind of warrior. They have 80 out of 80 HP, 99 gold to start with. The remaining soldier of the Ironclad sold his soul to harness demonic energies. Ooh. Straight off the bat, some nice lore. They have the ability Burning Blood. At the end of combat, they heal 6 HP. They have 5 unlocks remaining. 0 out of 300 to next unlock. 0 out of 300 what? I do not know, but I will find out by playing the game. And yeah, if anyone's got any tips or tricks, let me know. The Exordium. Oh wait, hang on. This is like, what was that other game we played? Oh gosh, it wasn't Dragon? It wasn't Dragon. What was it? Hang on. Give me a second. I'm going to go and have a look at my... Which one was it? It wasn't Dragon, but it was another one of those like drag and drop point and clicky. Was it one of our mouse games? It might have been one of our mouse games. Mouse Cursor. This has got the same sort of layout as Mouse Cursor, where it's got like paths that you can take up the dungeon. So you have like a route to get to the big boss, which I assume is the top of the spire, rather than like, this is zone 1, and then you go through to the next zone. And it's got a little key, a little legend here. Oh, you can... Oh, that's nice. Okay, you can kind of hover over to see where everything is easier. Nice little touches, which is clearly why this game did well, and the other game did not. Because they had a slightly better team, or more people in the team, I don't know. But yeah, so you've got regular enemies, and there's plenty of those scattered around. You've got rest spots, which there seems to be like a set level where you hit rest spots, and there's one route you can take where you don't get a rest spot. You go and fight an elite here and then go to fight a regular monster here, you can kind of skirt around the rest spot. But every other route has a rest spot on it at that level. Oh, there's a rest spot there as well. So you can do 2 on this route, or you can do 2 on that route, or you can kind of skirt around it and then go and get it later on after fighting another fight. You can miss it entirely, obviously. You can go that way and then go this way, and that would then make you not have a rest spot. You've then got treasures. There seems to be like set points at which there are treasures. So there's a layer of treasures there. Maybe this is only zone 1, because there's only 1 treasure in the middle. And there's also unknowns, and there's plenty of those scattered around, and merchants where you can obviously buy and sell stuff. So I start with 99 coins, so maybe I want to go to the merchant and see what I have there. We also have a deck of 10 cards, which is 5 strikes, 4 defends, and a bash. So strikes are just attack, deal 6 damage, costs 1 of whatever the resource is in this. I assume it's some kind of fire symbol. It looks like a little swirly fire symbol. Then our 4 defends are standard 1 point, gain 5 block. And it'll tell me what block is until your next turn prevents damage. So it's our armor or our shield. Or in this case, block. Makes more sense. And then bash is our 2 cost card, where it's an attack. Oh, so our defense cards are skills, but our damage cards are just attacks. I assume there are skill cards that deal damage too, but they're more like spells, I would imagine. So deal 8 damage, apply 2 vulnerable, and vulnerable creatures take 50% more damage from attacks, not from skills. So this one definitely wants to be using attacks more. Trying to get vulnerable stacks, maybe? Okay. Well, we've got 99 coins. I don't know how much a card costs, but if we can get to this early merchant, maybe that's a good spot to start. So we'll take this route. And we get the tutorial! Look at that little weird chicken cultist guy. Defeat enemies by playing cards from your hand. Cards require energy to play. Energy, there you go. Once you are all out... Oh, so is this our... No, there's a potion slot, so that is not our energy. Require energy to play. Once you are out of energy, end your turn. Okay, so there is an end your turn button, but it's not an automatic. It might be an automatic, who knows? At the start of your turn, new cards are drawn and your energy is replenished. Good. Play defensive cards to gain block. When enemies are about to attack you, block reduces incoming attack damage from, but wears off at the start of your next turn. During your turn, you can observe an enemy's intent above them. Yeah, so that's similar to Backpack Hero, where it showed like what the enemy's going to be doing before your next turn. So you can kind of like plan ahead, but you can't really plan ahead because obviously it resets your hand, right? Every turn your hand gets reset. This is also floor 1, I've just realised there's like a little steps and it says 1. If an enemy is intent on attacking you, be sure to gain some block. I am ready. Hello, little chicken cultist guy. They are strategic. This enemy intends to use a buff. I see. And we've got our draw pile, which has the little spire on it, and there's 5 cards there, which are going to be all of our slashes. And our discard pile. So we've drawn all of our defense cards on a turn where they're not going to be attacking us. We have 3 energy to start. Okay. So I guess we'll get the bash. Can I just save energy? It did say that it replenished, so I guess I'll just throw a block down anyway, as it's going to discard that hand regardless. Incantation. My power is unmatched. Thank you, Crowman. I thought you were a chicken originally, and then I realised this was your back wing, so you're actually a crow. They are aggressive now rather than strategic, so rather than doing a buff, they're doing an attack, but unfortunately I've drawn my 5 strikes, so I'm going to be taking 6 damage. They have vulnerable, receive... Well, that's what I gave them. Vulnerable, receive 50% more damage from attacks for 1 turn. And their ritual is, at the end of its turn, gain 3 strength. Okay, it's not a drag and drop system, it's a click system. So I can just click on the card, click on the enemy. Whee! And then we're going to reshuffle our set of 10 and draw 5 new cards at the start of our next turn, I guess. Tip: no more cards. If there are no cards to draw, your discard pile is shuffled into your draw pile. Good. And we've got a different stack this time, which is good. Only 1 defend, which means I am going to be taking more damage, but we'll grab another vulnerable there. That's 6 damage, but they do take 50% more damage, so it'll be 6, 7, 8, 9, which is a little bit short of defeating them. So we're going to use a block instead. Okay. And then they've got the +3 strength, so they're now doing 12. But I've got 2 strikes, so I can just... My powers were matched! Goodbye, Crowman. Spoils. 13 gold, weak potion, add a card to your deck. Let's go with add a card. Add a random attack into your hand. It costs 0 this turn. Exhaust. Removed until combat. So I can use Infernal Blade, which does it once. You have Ghostly Armor, which is a skill with Ethereal and gain 10 block. If this card is in your hand at the end of turn, it is exhausted. Exhausted cards are removed from the deck until the end of combat. So if I don't use the Ghostly Armor, it gets exhausted, but Ethereal itself doesn't do anything. And then it's block, gain 10 block. It's pretty good. Ooh. Reckless Charge. Deal 7 damage. Shuffle a Dazed into your draw pile. It's a 0 cost attack. And Dazed is unplayable and ethereal, but so it's effectively you have a dead draw in your deck. If I want to go more for the defensive route, I think Ghostly Armor's better. But I'm not against getting an Infernal Blade if we end up getting more attack things. Just having like a random tutor to hand is pretty good if we get like high cost attacks. So I guess I'll grab a random... Oh, we get all of them! Oh, we get all of them! Hooray! Tip: potions. Drink or throw potions during combat. Potions stay with you between rooms. Got it. And that's all of my spoils. So now I can go to the shop, to the merchant. Hello, little merchant. Welcome! Welcome, welcome! Oh, why weird little finger? Weird little finger coming out. Okay, so cards are kind of expensive. I have 112. And the card removal surface is 75. The rug itself is not for sale. Darn, I wanted to take the rug. What is this? So are these like little trinkets that I get to take with me? And then there's potions. Play top 3 cards of your draw pile. That's kind of funny. Deal 10 damage to all enemies. Duplication potion. This turn, your next card is played twice. Then we've got a toolbox at the start of each combat. Choose 1 of 3 random colourless cards. Wait, cards have colour? Oh, I guess these are all red. And then these are colourless. At the start of each combat, choose 1 to 3 random colourless cards and add the chosen cards into your hand. Interesting. Centennial Puzzle. Wait, hang on a second. A Centennial Puzzle that looks like that? Are you by any chance making some kind of reference? Game? Slay the Spire? This isn't Yu-Gi-Oh! It might be a card game, but it's not Yu-Gi-Oh! No Centennial Eye over here, thank you. Buy something. Shush, I'm looking at your wares. Vajra. Start each combat with 1 strength. Strength adds additional damage to attacks. That's kind of cool, but I don't have the money for it. What do I even do? The first time you lose HP each combat, draw 3 cards. It's kind of funny. Deal 5 damage. If the enemy has vulnerable, gain 1. Oh, that's pretty good actually. Drop kick. Costs 1 attack. Deal 5 damage. If the enemy has vulnerable, gain an energy and draw a card. think we're going to buy that. Then we have 45 left, so we could buy a reckless charge or a war cry. So reckless charge is the one that just puts a dazed into my deck, which I'm not that fussed about. What is power? So there's attacks, skills, and powers. At the end of your turn, lose 1 HP and deal 5 damage to all enemies. Draw a card, put a card from your hand on top of your draw pile. That's not bad actually. It does have exhaust, but pretty good. It's like a swap card. Yeah, we'll grab a war cry, why not? Another sale! Ho ho ho! Cha-ching! And that's all my money. Thank you! So we've got an enemy or a mystery unknown. Let's get mystery unknown. I want to find out what the unknowns are. A battle with an acid slime and a spike slime. They're being strategic. This enemy intends to inflict a negative effect on you, and the aggressive slime is going to do an attack. So we could bash into a strike on the acidic slime. And then I'm just taking the negative effect, whatever that is, but I don't imagine block will have blocked it anyway. Lick. Gave me frail. Gain 25% less block from cards this turn. Interesting. Let's Infernal Blade to draw a body slam. Deals damage equal to your block. My block's going to be a little bit less this turn though, so that's only 3. I can war cry to put the drop kick back into my deck for next turn, which means I can then use this other block and then I can body slam the enemy. Okay, for 6. Then I've got 6 shield. Oh, I've been slimed. Put a slimed into my deck. Okay, I could bash, then drop kick. Because bash makes them vulnerable, drop kick then goes, haha, you're vulnerable. And then I use a strike. It puts them at 1, and they're going to lick at me again. But I should be able to finish them off next turn when they've got 2 vulnerable. It goes down to 1 vulnerable. They got slimed. I guess I defend, body slam. Dead. Haha! 13 gold and add a card to my deck. Power cards. This card applies a power to you when used. Powers are passive abilities that remain for the duration of the combat. I see. So skills are a one-time ability. Powers are a for the combat ability. And then attacks are just to deal damage. Choose a card. So I can either take Thunderclap, which is 1, deals 4 damage to all... deals 4 damage and apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. That's pretty good when I'm doing vulnerable stuffs. And I've got Body Slams. Or Headbutt, deal 9 damage, put a card from your discard pile on top of your draw pile. And the Rupture, which is whenever you lose HP from a card, gain 1 strength. Rupture seems good, but I would kind of like the Thunderclap to get another way to put vulnerable on things. We like mysteries. Oh, hello friend. I haven't got anything to sell you. Sorry. Feel no pain. When a card is exhausted, gain 3 block. Interesting. Another drop kick there, that's kind of fun. Apply 3 weak and vulnerable to all enemies, exhaust. Kind of cool. I haven't got enough money though, so goodbye. So the unknowns are just a thing that's from the key, but it just doesn't tell you what it is at the time. Let's use my Infernal Blade. Ooh, got me a Body Slam. Okay. We'll block, block, War Cry just to see what I get. Put the strike back into the deck. And then body slam one of these. What does, hang on, what's there? Curl up on receiving attack damage, rolls up and gains 7 block once per combat. Okay. So I'll do the damage to the one that's got more. No, they are still attacking. Okay. I've got 10 blocks, I'll only be taking 1 damage, so that's fine. I've still got this at the end of combat heal 6, so I'll be good. Okay, lots of... let's thunderclap both of those so they're both vulnerable. Then I can drop kick this one, which draws me a new card. Then I can slash and slash. Nice. 20 gold. Dexterity potion. Gain 2 dexterity. Dexterity improves block gained from cards. Interesting. And then I gain... deal 8 damage to all enemies. Deal 12 damage and apply 2 weak. Weak is weakened creatures deal 25% less damage. Deal 6 damage, deal 2 additional damage for all your cards containing strike. So cards named something strike. So I've obviously got the 5 strikes. None of the rest of mine are currently called strikes. But then that would be a card called strike. Not awful. 2 additional damage for all your cards. It doesn't say card like all your cards in your discard or all your cards still in your deck. It just says all your cards that contain strike. So if I'm reading that correctly, it will be 2 deal 16 damage because I've got 5 strike cards. 16 damage or 8 damage to all enemies. Let's go with the 16 and have more like a targeted attack. I can rest, which is heal health. I'm at full health, so that's fine. Or I can smith. I can upgrade a card in my deck. Let's go with smithing. Okay, now if I turn a strike into something else, will it still be a strike for perfected strike? I guess I'll give it yeah, it's still a regular strike. It just becomes strike plus. And defends become defend plus. Infernal blade just goes to costing nothing. Drop kick does 8 damage. Bash does 10 and adds 3 vulnerable. Thunderwave goes to dealing 7 damage and 1 vulnerable. Warcries, draw 2 cards. Maybe we do Infernal Blade, because then our Infernal Blade costs us nothing and gives us a random attack that costs us nothing, which is pretty good. I kind of like that. The Infernal Blade seems to be a nice one just to keep around. Okay, elite enemy time. Sorry, artifact. Negates 1 debuff. Oh, that's kind of annoying. If they're negating 1 debuff, it'll be the vulnerables, right? Yeah. Kind of rough. Ooh, 2 dazed into my decks. And another 2 dazed into my deck. Oh god. Let's go Infernal Blade. Put some Body Slam into my deck. Maybe if I Warcry, put the Body Slam back. It's 18 damage now. Why is it now 18 damage? Ah well, I'll take it. Add a bit of block to myself. Two more dazed. They really are going to fill my deck with dazeds. Thunderclap to get rid of those artifact. block. That will deal 5 damage, these will deal 6 damage, so it's just better to do a bit of a hit. 2 more days. My deck is full of so much days. I'm now going to loop my deck and it's just going to be a handful of daisies, isn't it? Oh, almost. So I definitely need the defend. That's then 5 damage, which is enough there. And then we'll just move on to the next one. They are unplayable and they are ethereal, so they vanish after I've drawn them. But these enemies are going to keep giving me more. I just hope they don't stick around between rounds, because that would be oof. Oh, I'm going to take a lot of damage in this fight. It'll be fine, right? I could have applied weak. That would have been a lot better. Let's drink the dexterity potion. Just on a turn where I'm just going to block this entire turn out. Shush. Leave, please. I can thunderclap into a drop kick. Into a defend. Into a strike. And I lose 2 days, then I gain 2 days. Oh, these daisies. Bash. Body slam will deal nothing. Oh, I'm taking big hits on this. Oh, the dexterity just sticks around. It's kind of nice. Okay. Got a pentagraph at the start of boss combat, healed 25. Nice. Tip. Relics. Oh, so they're not called trinkets, they're called relics. Relics found throughout the game. Relics found throughout the Spire grant unique bonuses and remain throughout your run. They can be found by defeating powerful foes or within chests. Get a strength potion and add a new card to my deck. Ooh. Seeing red adds 2 energy. Exhaust. A Juggernaut. Whenever you gain block, deal 5 damage to a random enemy. Not terrible. Or another body slam. I'm not that fussed about gaining body slams. Maybe I want Seeing Red to be able to get to my deck a bit more. Now I might rest. Can I get through? I can apply weak to my next enemies. I'll be fine. Yeah, I'll be fine. Seeing Red makes it cost nothing. Yeah, I think that might be my choice. I am upgrading all my exhaust cards, but we'll be fine with that probably. Chest. It's got a shuriken in it. Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 1 strength. Ooh. Okay, we've got mystery. We've got enemies. So it's enemy, 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 or mystery, enemy, mystery. I did say we liked the unknown. Upgrade shrine. Before you lies an elaborate shrine to a forgotten spirit. I can pray to upgrade a card, or I can leave. I mean, no reason not to. Let's upgrade Thunderclap. Thank you very much. The shrine's energy flows into you, making you stronger. Thank you very much, Shrine. Okay. Got another Louse, which has its curl up for 3. And then we've got the Slaver, who's just doing a whole bunch of damage, apparently. This is where I was going to throw the weak potion. Good thing okay, apparently it does it on 1 enemy. It's a good thing I did it right there. I think I still want the defend, so I'll put the strike back. Well then, Infernal Blade, which pulls us a bludgeon, deals 32 damage. I'm pretty sure this isn't in our deck regularly. So if we... I kind of want to take out the Slaver, but I did just use a weak potion on them, so maybe I take out the... No, I think I just take out the Slaver. 32 damage? Oh, goes up to 48. Oh, and then that's... I drop kick a nothing. Oops. I played 3 attacks. Got me 1 strength. Thanks, Shuriken. Seeing red's nice. And then I'm just going to Perfected Strike the louse. 18 gold. Add a new card. Whirlwind. Costs X. Deals 5 damage to all enemies X times. Oh, we've got a Pommel Strike. Deal 9 damage, draw a card. I actually like that quite a bit. It's a strike that draws us a card. We're still on 44 out of 80. We've still got our strength potion, so I'm going to go with the unknowns. Don't need to rest. Never need to rest. Fungi beasts. They have Spore Cloud. On death, applies 2 vulnerable. I see. Then I will be getting some vulnerable. Because I'm okay with having 2 vulnerable to stop one of them attacking me entirely. Clothesline. So Infernal Blade is a random attack. Like, not from your deck, it's just an attack that exists in the game. You get it into hand and it costs nothing. Exhaust 1 card. Oh, it exhausts a different card to draw 2 cards. Ooh, the temptation. Drawing cards is pretty good. We've got Anger, which is an attack, deals 6 damage, adds a copy of this card into your discard pile. Or True Grit, a skill that gives... so that exhausts 1 card at random, whereas this just exhausts 1 card. So I get to pick for this one, so I guess we'll go with that one. More unknowns. Fighting 3 louses. Lousei? Loususes? I don't know what the debuff is that they're going to... Well, they're going to buff themselves. We're just going to go from the front. Pommel Strike. Defend. Defend. Block off a bunch of that damage. Not all of it, but a bunch of it. Don't play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 1 strength. Okay, I didn't gain the strength because I didn't play 3 attacks. Ooh, Pummel. Deals 2 damage 4 times exhaust. Pick the card to be exhausted. Goodbye, strike. This is our exhaust pile? Yeah. Thunderclap all the enemies. Pummel strike that enemy. Drop kick that enemy, which gives me a strike or a defend strike. They're on 2 health. I gained my 1 strength. Ooh, okay. Add 2 wounds into your hand. A wound isn't just an unplayable card. Gain 15 block. Apply 1 weak to all enemies exhaust, or gain 8 block, draw a card. I think I want to take a bunch of these like blocks that are just usable. What is this? At the end of your turn, gain block 3. Not bad. It's a power up, just like, keep me alive, please. Pen nib, bronze scales, sling of courage. Start elite. There, start. The sling of courage is start each elite combat with 2 strength. pen nib is every 10th attack you play deals double damage. That is really weird. Bronze scales is start each combat with 3 thorns, and thorns is the same as thorns in, or spikes in Backpack Hero, where it's when you get attacked, you deal that much damage back. Iron Wave isn't awful actually. Gain 5 block, deal 5 damage. I think we want to get rid of a defend though, just a random defend, because I've now got shrug off. I've just got shrug off. That's the only extra defense card I gained. Okay, maybe not then. I'll keep my defenses as is, and I will get an Iron Wave. I could get a True Grit as well, but then I would want to remove a card. Oh, and it exhausts a thing at random. Maybe not. The metallic is the discount? I guess we'll grab the metallic. No refunds. No refunds. And we've got a rest spot just before we go and fight the boss. I've got this, so I'll heal 25 before I go fight the boss, which will put me at 70, so I think I'm fine. I'll grab the smith instead. Let's put it on the Iron Wave. 7 block, 7 damage. Yeah. Battle me, boss. The Guardian. They have mode shift, which is after receiving 30 damage, changes to a defensive mode. Currently it's defensive. It intends to block. So we'll do our Seeing Red. We'll bash. Drop kick. Strike, strike, defend, I guess. Strike. And now in defensive mode, which gives them 20 armor. And I got my 1 strength for doing 3 attacks. Oh, it's for every 3 attacks. So if I can do like 6 attacks in a turn. Thunderclap. Give them more stacks of vulnerable. Let's shrug it off. Infernal Blade. Put a card from your discard pile on top of your draw pile. Let's put drop kick back on top of my draw pile. I can Warcry the drop kick into my hand, put the strike back on top of my deck, and then drop kick to draw the strike again, and we can defend just to make sure we've got plenty of armor. Hee! Weird combos. I've got 2 strength now. Ooh, Iron Wave Plus. Perfected Strike for a whole bunch of damage. I've got 8 times 2. Oh. Sharp Hide. Whenever you play an attack, take 3 damage. Oh. Right. They had spikes 3. Thorns 3. Okay, the Sharp Hide wears off and they've got 5 times 4. Ooh. Let's metallic. Burning Pact. Yeah, we'll exhaust the drop kick. Oof. We're taking a whole lot of damage here. Let's reduce a bit of that. Ooh. That was bash. Iron Wave? They're currently going to block, so that's okay. Destroy, destroy, destroy. I'm going to do 32 damage unless I can hit number 17. Which I can. Get back into defensive mode. Okay, good. Whew. Didn't want to take 32 damage there, that would be rough. Okay, they've now got Sharp Hide, the vulnerability wears off. It's kind of rough. They're on 74 health. Bash and apply the vulnerable. Thunderclap to apply the vulnerable. They're going to hit me for 9. I couldn't quite get the shuriken strength there. I've got 3 strength at the moment. They've still got 3 spikes. They're doing 8 times 2. Let's go with 2 defenses. And a strike. See how it goes. Hi, Bluey! Or Hunter. I keep calling you Bluey now, and I don't know why that decided to happen in my head. How are you today? Oh, no worries, you're going to be lurking. That is quite alright. Hope you've been having a great day and enjoy your lurk. They're on 35 health. They still have a vulnerable. Let's shrug it off. Iron Wave. And then Headbutt. My last attack. I'm going to be taking 5 damage. No, I'll be taking 2 damage. That's fine, I can Headbutt. Let's put the Iron Wave back onto my deck. I've got 18 shield and they've got a Whirlwind, which is 4 sets of 5 damage. Ugh. Oh, the Headbutt's back. Hi. Bonk. I did it! I completed the first area. The Guardian defeated the Guardian. I get 97 gold. I gained my strength potions. I've got 2 strength potions. I didn't even use my strength potion. I probably should have. That would have been good. Ooh. I mean, that seems kind of funny. A 3-cost power called Corruption, which is skills cost 0. Whenever you play a skill, exhaust it. Notably, it doesn't say attacks cost 0. Less good. 30 block. Exhaust. Fiend Fire. Exhaust your hand, deal 7 damage. I think I want to go with Impervious. Out of the 3, I think Impervious is the choice. Choose a relic. We get the Calling Bell. Upon pickup, obtain a curse and 3 relics. Curse cards are negative cards that stay in your deck. We've got Ectoplasm. Gain energy at the start of your turn. You can no longer gain gold. No longer gain gold. And the Astrolabe. Upon picking, transform 3 cards, then upgrade them. Transformed cards become a random card of any rarity. I could transform 2 of my blocks. I'm going to go with that. Because I've now got the Shrug Off and the Metallic and the Impervious and the Iron Wave. So I think I'm going to get rid of 3 random defends. What did they just turn into? Hang on a second. They turned into a Feel No Pain Plus, which is a power of whenever a card is exhausted, gain 4 block. I've got a couple of cards that exhaust themselves. Like Seeing Red Plus. The Burning Pact exhausts a card. The Warcry exhausts itself. The Infernal Blade exhausts itself. So I've got a few cards that exhaust themselves or other cards. And the Impervious exhausts itself. A Rage Plus, which is a skill. Whenever you play an attack this turn, gain 5 block. That's pretty great for a 0-cost card. And Rupture Plus, which is a power of whenever you lose HP from a card, gain 2 strength. Is that a... Do enemies play cards or do only I play cards? I like the cards I got. I'm okay with this. Act 2, The City. Oh, this is a long run of regular monsters. I could just take the left route. Or I could take the right route and have options, of which there's like some unknowns in there that I can jump to. I think we take the right route and go to as many unknowns as we can. So kind of up the middle. Oh, who are these little guys? Birds. Birds! They've got flight, receive 50% less attack damage. Cancelled if dealt attack damage 3 times in 1 turn. Oh. That's kind of annoying. You're going to negate a bunch of my attack damage, are you? I see how it is. What if I just hit you for a whole bunch of stuff anyway? And that's an attack. That's an attack. Then this is an attack. Ah, not flying anymore, are you? Oh, and they actually daze themselves when their fly wears off. Haha, got him. And then that 5 sets of 1 is just all going to hit my shield. Caw-caw! Adds 1 strength to itself. I see. Feel no pain. Now use the impervious and just get so much block. So the 5 sets of 2 are just going to bounce right off my block. That's going to give strength to itself, and that's going to try and deal 3 damage. Good for you. My block disappears. Metallic myself. Whenever you play attack this turn, gain 5 block. Do I just put all of the buffs on myself? When you lose HP from a card, gain 2 strength. Do I rage into a bash? Unknown. The enemy's intentions are unknown, not attacking. Okay. Let's rapture myself and see what that will do. Then I can rage. And then 7 damage here. We'll see how that goes. I give a bit the rage wore off. Okay. Okay, what they do is not cards. Good to know. Oh, he's flying again. So that's what the question marks are. And they regain their flight every turn? These enemies are tricky. Okay, you're going to strength yourself. You're going to hit me for 13. You're going to strength yourself. Yep. Okay, I need to focus fire again. Seeing red gets me some armor. Shrug it off to get me some more armor. Bash this enemy. Drop kick this enemy. Rage just because. Warcry because I can. Put a strike back onto my deck. Strike that enemy. Gets me +1 strength because I used the shuriken. And then all that goes away. But I got perfect amounts of block, which we like to see. Perfected strike is 22 damage. That's a bit less because of that. But that's fine. Should have done the Thunder Strike first and gotten the vulnerable on it. But that's okay. Add strength to itself. This one's going to be very strong. 15 damage, I see. Let's put Pommel Strike back in top of my deck. Right, that was my last. I don't know why I decided to do that. Exhausting a whole bunch of my cards. Yes, these all have exhaust on themselves. This one was exhausted by the Demon Pact that I did for some reason, and I'm not 100% sure why I did. Vulnerable. Pommel Strike. Regular Strike. Okay, we got there. Cultist Potion, gain 1 Ritual. Ritual is gain strength at the end of your turn. Nice. And I can add a new card. We've got a Rupture, we've got a Cleave Plus. Or a Dual Wield. Choose an attack or power card. Add a copy of that into your hand. I think I like Cleave Plus more. Oh, got a looter and a mugger. They have thievery. Looter steals 15 gold whenever it attacks. Thievery steals 15 gold whenever it attacks. Okay. So I'm going to see red. I'm going to feel no pain. I should have felt no pain first, but there you go. Let's cleave both of them. Then pommel strike the looter. And just 2 more regular strikes at the looter. Got me a strength. They've got a bunch of health. Give me your gold. They're taking all my money. Shrug it off. It is whenever they deal damage. Yeah. Whenever it attacks, they steal my money. Okay. Rupture Plus I'm not that fussed about. I'll put the bash back on top of my deck. Stop stealing my money. I hope when I defeat them they give me my money back. But I don't think that will be the case. I think they are just stealing my money forever. Underclock them both. Bash this individual. Clothesline that individual. Lunge. I did not get my money back. Iron Wave. They haven't got vulnerable. But that's fine, I can drop kick them. Yeah. Oh, there you go. 75 gold stolen back. Explosive potion. Deals 10 damage to all enemies. Should really be using my potions. I keep forgetting them. Another perfected strike plus. Okay. Unknown. Ooh. A centurion intends to deal 12 damage and a mystic. They are strategic. This enemy intends to inflict a negative effect on you and attack for 8 damage. Doing 2 things? How dare you? That's impervious and just try and negate a bunch of this. I'd rather not take a bunch of damage, thank you. Okay. We'll keep that on top. Oh, the Centurion hits pretty hard. Oh god, strength 2. I'd rather you didn't. Rather you didn't. Oh, puts 15 block on. And they healed? Okay. Rage. Rupture. Some red. Strike. Defend. Still got 2 action points, which is unfortunate. I didn't get to draw any cards. Oh, they're healing both of them. I really need to get rid of this Mystic. Infernal Blade. Okay. Defected Strike Plus. Cleave. Clothesline the Mystic to get rid of them. Okay, that's a bit better. They're going to defend on themselves because the Mystic's not here anymore. 8 times 3. Excuse me? Right. Okay then. Okay, I've got 24 block. Let's see how that does. Oh, perfects. We like perfects. We can thunderclap into a drop kick. Oh, into a perfected strike. Yes, please. The perfected strike plus as well. Very nice. Welcome back from the outbreak, everybody. I'm being beaten up by a centurion, apparently. I defeat them with an iron wave, with 1 health left. Ooh, shrug it off. Win a battle with 1 HP remaining. So we've got an anger plus, deals 8 damage, add a copy of this card into your discard pile. Costs nothing. Doesn't draw me any cards. But it's not awful. Sure. Hi, merchant. You got anything cool for me? Bag of marbles. At the start of each combat, add 1 vulnerable to all enemies. I mean... it's kind of cool. Lee's waffle. Upon pickup, raise your max HP by 7 and heal all of your HP. It's real tempting, I'm not going to lie. I keep not using my potions as well. Whenever a card is exhausted, draw 1 card. Uppercut, deal 13 damage, apply 1 weak, apply 1 vulnerable. Feed, deal 10 damage. If fatal, raise your max HP by 3, exhaust. Not awful. I kind of like the bag of marbles though. We're going to go with the bag of marbles. I can still take an Araman. Skill gain 5 block, upgrade a card in your hand for the rest of combat. Sure. I don't know if I want to fight the elite enemy, so I'm actually going to go this way. A chosen and a bird. Okay, feel no pain. Impervious, because I need to survive. I am only on 7 health as well, which is kind of rough. The bag of marbles will have done nothing, because the vulnerable's going to disappear now. Yep. Times 2. What are they going to do? Strategic, negative effects. Oh. Suffer? I don't want to suffer. What is this? Hex. Whenever you play a non-attack card, shuffle 1 daze into your... Well, that's not very nice. Guess I'm shuffling a daze into my... Guess I'm shuffling another daze. I should have done that first. That was kind of silly. I could have done rages. Devastation. I wasn't prepared for this. Such devastation. This was not my intention. I got to 22. I didn't use any of my potions again. I was sat there on 3 potions the entire run. Hi, Milo. How are you? Hopefully you're doing well. Thank you for the spore redeem. I got 188 out of 300. So floors climb 22, which gains me 100. So you get like 50 per floor? No. 5 per floor? I don't know. Yeah, it has been a while. Oh, thank you for the head pat. Let me just... I think it's that one. Yes. Head pats. How have you been? Hopefully you've been doing well. Enemy slain 9. That gets 2 points per enemy slain. Exordium Elites killed 1, which gets me 10 points. Boss is slain 1, which gets me 50 points, so I get 188 points. So I'm over halfway for my first unlock. New character? Oh no, you're not doing too well because 2 bad things happened. That's not good. Hopefully they're not too bad. You can kind of carry onwards and upwards. I'm doing okay. Yeah, playing a new game, or an old game, but I'm playing it for the first time. Slay the Spire, which is interesting. Definitely curious. Everyone else is playing Slay the Spire too, and here's me going like, oh yeah, Slay the Spire, I know it well. Let me just learn what Slay the Spire is. The Silent. They're like an assassin. Cool, cool. 5 unlocks remaining. They've got 5 unlocks remaining still. Okay. So do I focus down on doing the Ironclad, or do I just play all the new stuff that I've got? I think I focus on doing the Ironclad for this run. See if I can get the 5 unlocks. I probably won't be able to get all the unlocks. It has been like an hour, and I've only done 1 unlock. But maybe. Excuse me? Giant zombie alien whale thing. Greetings, I am Meow. Choose. I can choose a colourless card to obtain. Enemies in my next 3 combats have 1 HP. Interesting. I lose all my gold but remove 2 cards. That seems bad. I lose my starting relic and obtain a random boss relic. Also seems bad. Let's go with choosing a random colourless card. I have Flash of Steel, which is deal 3 damage, draw a card. Dramatic Entrance, which is innate, which means I start each combat with this card in my hand. It deals 8 damage to all enemies, then it exhausts. Or I have Finesse, which is gain 2 block, draw a card. Well, it isn't really bad. One, you'll always remember. The other one is also bad because your favourite DC server got raided. And you're lost without that server. Oh. That's not very good. I'm sorry that happened to you today. Hopefully you can enjoy, you can tune in and enjoy and just kind of forget about the bad stuffs. Yes, big whale, exactly. I kind of like the deal 8 damage to everything at the start of each game. At the start of each combat, just be like, 8 damage, haha. But I like card draw. I'm going to go Dramatic Entrance. Granted. Thank you, big whale. Oh, which route do we take now? There's a merchant there. That might be the route to go, and then I can go to the unknowns. I just like doing unknowns. I just like fighting the mystery things. Ooh, Jawworm. Am I in a different Exordium? I think I'm in a different Exordium. Get some blocks down, get some damage in. That server was so good, but hopefully there'll be a new one. Hopefully there will. Wait, what are they trying to do? Defensive. This intends to block and use a buff. I see. Bellow gives them 3 strength and 6 block. Interesting. Can we just... Yeah, with that vulnerable there. Ancient Potion, gain 1 artifact. Pretty nice. Some money. Feel no pain. When a card is exhausted, gain 3 block. I kind of liked that. I kind of like Shrug It Off as well as just like a... Swap it out for one of the shields, one of the defends. Gives you more block and draws you a card. But we'll take the Feel No Pain for now. We'll go have a look in the shop. Hello, buddy. Fire breathing. When you draw a status or curse card, deal 6 damage to all enemies. Oh, so it's I want to play with all the curses. Hee 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 hee. And also give me all the status effects. Hee 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 hee. I did take the Exhaust Matters one, didn't I? Feel no pain. Yes. So maybe a Walker would be good. Draw a card from your... Armaments is also there. Probably do both. Probably do both. Grab a Walker, grab an armaments. Another sale! Ho ho! Cha-ching! Masks are cool. Yes, they are. Golden Idol. You come across an inconspicuous pedestal, definitely not an Indiana Jones reference. You come across an inconspicuous pedestal with a shining gold idol sitting peacefully atop. It looks incredibly valuable. You sure don't see any traps nearby. So I can obtain golden idol and trigger a trap. The golden idol is enemies drop 25% more gold. I actually kind of like that. As you grab the idol and stow it away, a giant boulder smashes through the ceiling into the ground next to you. You realise that the floor is slanted downwards as the boulder starts to roll towards you. I can outrun and become cursed, which is injury. Which is just an unplayable card in my hand. I can lose 6 max HP. Interesting. Or I can, by hiding, or I can smash it and take 20 damage. We're early. I can take the 20. I've got my burning blood, so I should gain back some HP through just fighting stuff. Warcry. Darn it. Dramatic entrance. Bash. Smash. Take 7. And they slimed me. They slimed me. There's my feel no pain. Upgrade this strike. Just because almost defeated them with the upgraded strike. Okay, armaments is kind of cool. We'll just do a regular strike. Bonk. Gain 10 gold. Essence of Steel. I really need to play my Art of Ancient Potion. Thunderclap. True Grit. Another Warcry. We're doing kind of exhaust things. Living Wall. Ooh. As you come to a dead end and begin to turn around, walls slam down from the ceiling, trapping you. 3 faces materialize from the walls and speak. Forget what you know, and I'll let you go. I require change to see a new space. If you wish to pass me, then you must grow. Let's go. Wait, I can remove a card from my deck. I can transform a card in my deck. I can upgrade a card in my deck. I don't know which one's the correct thing to do. I guess they're just choices. I can just take whatever. Let's grab an upgrade. Why not? Feel no pain plus. Yeah, we're going to feel no pain route, I guess. We're just going to take a bunch of cards that say exhaust on them. Hi, friend. I could heal 24, which would put me back up at 78, which is basically full again. Or I can smith a card. What's in my deck at the moment? I can smith like one of the Warcries. I can smith one of the Warcries. I might just gain the health. Not that fussed about smithing this early. I mean, smithing this early is probably the correct choice of when to smith, but... Lagavulin. It is sleeping. It has metallicize. It gains 8 block at the end of each of its turns. So, I feel no pain. I have a lovely dramatic entrance. I strike at them. Oh. It is stunned. This enemy is stunned on its turn. Hello, Lagavulin. Lagavulin. Let's armament a strike. And I can war cry. It's going to do 18 damage. Put a defend back onto my deck. Grab myself a heal. Do a big old strike. I take 4. That's fine. It's going to do an 18 damage again. Let's go bash. Still have feel no pain, so if I war cry, I also just get some block. And then we can block again. Defend myself from some of this damage. I'm in a bit of a race, unfortunately. Ooh, armaments. Upgrade that bash. Being strategic, they're going to gain a buff. Apply a negative effect to me. Siphon Soul. Decrease my dexterity and decrease my strength. I should really drink that artifact potion. Right, that's what artifact does. That's what artifact does. It negates 1 debuff. I should have used it earlier. Oh well. Gain 4 plated armor. I don't know what plated armor is. Hopefully these go away. The strength -1 and dexterity. No, they don't. Strength -1 and dexterity -1 don't go away. Oof. Oof. My armaments are slowly upgrading my deck as I go. I guess plate armor is just armor that's going to stick around. At the end of your turn, gain 4 block. Receiving unblocked attack damage reduces plated armor by 1. Okay. Okay. My artifact. They're on 23. Its minor strength is real harsh. We're just in the race. I just need to race this thing. There we go. I just needed to race that. I get a bit of heal at the end, gain 30 gold, a meal ticket. Whenever you enter a shop, heal 15. Interesting. Oh, Dark Embrace. I did say I was going the exhaust route. Whenever a card is exhausted, draw 1 card. Yes. Oh, there you go. We immediately enter a shop and gain some health. Hi, friend. Violence. Put 3 random attacks from your draw pile into your hand. Exhaust. Violence. I have nowhere near enough money to get violence. I could get a shake it off though. That's something. So that I can walk away from the shop with something. Like the unknown route. So we're going to go through this treasure. The Shuriken! Hi Shuriken. I enjoyed having you earlier. Shuriken is every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 1 strength. Wing statue. Among the stone and boulders you notice an intricate large blue statue resembling a wing. You find gold spilling from its cracks. Maybe there's more of it inside. Remove a card from my deck to lose 7 HP. Or locked requires 10 cards. Or cards with 10 or more requires a card with 10 or more damage, so I can't break into the wing. I could remove a card from my deck that I didn't get to pick. I didn't get to pick? What card got removed? What card got removed? What did I lose? Can't even tell what I lost. Someone once told you of a cult that worshipped a giant bird. As you kneel in prayer, you begin to feel lightheaded. You wake up sometime later, feeling strangely fleet of foot. This is where I get to remove a card. So I've now got the armaments and the shrug it off. So I'm probably fine to get rid of one of the defends. Oh, and that's just it. It was the option to remove a card. Hi, louses. Dramatic entrance. Shrug it off. There's the feel no pain. Strike. And then that bounces off my block. Yeah. Dark Embrace. Armaments. Let's upgrade the bash for later. Warcry. Another Warcry. Bash. Gain 19 gold, a speed potion, and add a new card. Blood for blood costs 1 less energy for each time you lose HP. This combat deals 18 damage. Second armaments. Replacing defends with armaments is actually kind of fun. Yeah, I think that's probably pretty good. I'm on 49 out of 60. I could smith. I'm not dying yet. Dark Embrace is good. Ooh, randoms. We like randoms. Random mystery thing. It's a shop. Hi, buddy. Shockwave. Apply 3 weak and vulnerable to all enemies. Exhaust. Yeah. There was an apotheosis. Upgrade all your cards for the rest of combat. Exhaust. Costs 2. I could have got that. That was silly. There was another dramatic entrance. Right. Well, there's a metallicize. I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go. See. Dramatic entrance. Strike. Block. What is that? Split. When its HP is at 50% or below 50%, and we'll split in 2 smaller slimes with acid slime L's current HP. And Dark Embrace. Can shrug it off. Armaments. Armaments. And then Warcry, just because I can put the bash back on top of my deck for next turn. Oh, whoops. I put the bash back on top of my deck and then I draw the bash. Oops. Feel my pain. Warcry. Strike back and then I just draw the strike again, so it doesn't really matter. They can deal 16 damage to me, okay. Flunk. Flunk? Not quite at half health, that's kind of annoying. Oof. I got weakened. Ah. Leak. Bash. And they got interrupted, so they're now going to split. Let's armament to shrug it off better. Then we can shrug it off better. Do a bit of a strike. Taking a bit of hits. Bash. Regular strike. Could have done strike plus, didn't really make a difference. Right, don't know why I did blocks there when they were just licking. Armaments, put the strike in there, get the shrug it off, do the enhanced strike. Bash. Big bash. 19, get a block potion, add a new card. Can only be played if every card in your hand is an attack card. Unlikely. I guess I'll grab a flex. We'll go this way, we'll rest up. Just get myself some health back and then go to the boss fight. Hexaghost. Okay. Hexaghost. 250 health and is doing an unknown thing. What doing? Okay, makes 6 little flames that then go. How about we deal 7 damage each? So weak and vulnerable. No point doing a flex when it's the last move of my turn. Oh, a whole bunch of damage, and they go down to little blue flames. Shrug it off. War cry. Strike. Strike. We'll keep that war cry for later. Later. Burn? May not want burn. Unplayable at the end of your turn, take 2 damage. Not very nice. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. Bash. I'm going to try and deal 6 damage, okay. Oh, another burn in my deck. Flex to gain 2 strength. Do a war cry, put the... What are you going to be doing? Defensive buffs. Okay, yeah, I can put defense. Doesn't matter, I'm going to draw it again anyway. Yes. My strength keeps max down. I did do 3 attacks in a turn, so I gained a strength permanently anyway. Armament to upgrade shrug it off. Then use the shrug it off. So 2 sets of 7 is 14, so they're just going to do a 14, so that's fine. Oh, plus the 2 from the burn. That's fine, we still blocked it all. Then I'm going to deal 8 damage and 2 from the burn. So Bash. Strike. I didn't put any shield on. Yes, I made a decision there. Gain more burn for myself. Oh, I'm going to try and do a bunch of damage. Are they going to succeed at doing a bunch of damage? Ow. Oof. 3 more burns. Ugh. This is bad. Oh, the burn got upgraded? Why did the burn get upgraded? Oh, I guess they've been upgrading their burns. Ugh. Oh, I really don't like how many burns I'm getting. Strength by 2. Oof. They're just gonna hit me for a bunch. Ugh. I don't think I'm making it past this boss, weirdly. The amount of burn... Yeah, drawing 3 burns. I'm definitely not making it past this boss. Defeated. Just my luck. Burn, am I right? Almost got me an unlock. Okay. Let's go back in for another run. Standard. Choose the ironclad again. Get back in there. Another try? Yes. I can transform a card. I can obtain a curse and choose a rare colourless card to obtain. I can lose my starting relic and gain a random boss relic, or I can obtain 3 potions. Let's transform a card. Let's transform a defend into something. An armaments. Cool. Basically the same thing. But better, because it upgrades stuff. My power is unmatched. Gaga! You gonna deal 6 to me, or if I just punch? What if we just have a punch off? My powers were matched. 12 gold, strength potion, add a card. Let's go. Weird enemy loses 2 strength exhaust. Deals 5 damage twice. Add a random attack into your hand. I really liked the Infernal Blade last time. We'll go with Twin Strike though. Unknown! What's the unknown? The Golden Idol! Yeah, sure, we'll do it again. I'll get damaged. Hi buddy, what do we got? Whenever you draw a fire breathing again, whenever you draw a status or a curse card, deal 6 damage to all enemies. I really like it though, it's kind of funny. Bag of preparation at the start of your combat, draw 2 additional cards. Nice. Gremlin Horn, whenever an enemy dies you gain an energy and draw a card. And an orrery, upon pickup, choose and add 5 cards to your deck. I go fire breathing and just see how many like curses and statuses and things I can get. Yawn. Slimes. Hello slimes. What if I were to fire breathe? And then twin strike that little slime and then regular strike that bigger slime. Elements on the bash, and then we bash. Yeah. Okay, lick is adding frail to me. Twin strike. Nice. Taking gold, add a card. Thunderclap. Not that fussed about any of them, none of them are curses. Jawworm. Twin strike. Regular strike. I'm going to try and deal 11 damage, so I'll put some block on myself. Just block some of it. Let's armament that strike. Do the big strike and then the little strike. Bellow! They had 3 strength and 6 block to themselves. Fire breathing currently doesn't really do anything, so that's fine. Twin strike's pretty nice. Add 2 wounds into your hand. Their statuses. Yes, we begin fire breathing. How does fire breathing upgrade? That's kind of good. Yeah, let's put a fire breathing plus in there. Let's get some fire breathing going. Fire breathing. Armaments, my power through. Then we power through. It doesn't count. It didn't 20 my enemy for drawing 2 power throughs. It's a big splitting slime. Twin strike for 2. Defend. Defend. Try and block some of this damage. Oh, put 2 slimes in my deck. Yeah, I drew a wound. And a clap. Bash. Then they're going to split. 10 damage to all enemies? It's 10 damage to all enemies. Come on. I drew a wound. You can get twin struck and regular strike. I put 2 more wounds into my deck. They put a slime into my deck. I drew 2 slimes and it defeated them both. Yay! This is silly. I'm not that fussed about angers. I'm not that fussed about any of those, in all honesty. We'll skip that. Don't forget the rewards, just click on them to pick them up. If I don't want to. I don't want to. I want to keep my deck kind of thin and light. Push through. Upgrade the push through. And then we get a blood vial. At the start of each combat, heal 2. Nice. And 45 gold. Into another fire. We can smith another card up. Let's smith the thunderclap. Sure. Elite enemy. Oh. Lagavulin. Bash. Strike. They're up. Fire breathe. Defend. Strike. We are kind of doing the race. Okay, armaments the twin strike. Power through. Then twin strike. Power through is going to be my best friend. They're going to inflict a powerful negative effect on me. Why have I not done a strength potion? Being a goof and not using a strength potion, like a silly goob. Oh, the Siphon Soul. Okay. Bash. Strike. Thunderclap. Power through. Strike. And then I just need to draw 2 more wounds. Oh, I drew a wound. And then I can use the fancy twin strike. Yeah. Ooh. Start of each combat with 1 strength. Fear potion, 30 gold. 2 damage equal to your block, gain 2 strength and lose 2 strength, exhaust cards in your hand, deal 7 damage for each card exhausted. I don't really want any of those. Regular enemies, we can do that. We get a bunch of healing for just... Who are these little guys? We got a sneaky gremlin, a shield gremlin, a gremlin wizard, and a sneaky gremlin. Hi, buddies. Aren't you a bunch of adorable little goofs? Get rid of the shield gremlin. Get rid of one of the sneaky gremlins. Charging. Armaments. Upgrade my twin strike. Twin strike now does 16 damage. And I can just drop a fire breathe on myself. Don't know why I wanted the fire breathe. I should have just dropped the block, but there you go. $16 gold. Add a card to my deck. Battle chances. Draw 3 cards. You cannot draw additional cards this turn. I'll go with a shrug it off. A whole bunch of little slimes. Fire breathe. Power through. Armaments a strike. Get enough defend to defend myself. And if I draw 2 wounds, I win. Weakened. Okay. That's 8. Ow. Oh, another weakened. Okay, weakens don't stack. It's just attacks deal 25 less damage. Thunderclap all the enemies. Shrug it off. Strike. 7 damage, so we're going to go with that one. Oof. Okay, they're going to put another weakened on me. Yeah. Thunderclap again. Okay. Another fear potion, another 25 gold. Another twin strike. Let's go fight the elite enemy again. Oh, who are you, gremlin knob? He's a big old gremlin. He's having a think. Okay, while you're having a think, I'm just gonna do a bunch of hits on you. Have a think about those. Gwar. Enrage. He's going to try and do 6 damage and a negative effect to me. What if I power through and bash at you? Had you considered that? Let's go fire breathing. Armaments, my shrug it off. and then shrug it off. I've got 16 defense against the 30 damage they're about to hit me with because they got 6 strength. Bash. Twin strike. I'm gonna take 18. Ow. There you go. Thunderclap this big demon. Gain the gold. Whenever you play a power card, a random card in your hand costs 0. Nice. Exhaust all non-attack cards in your hand, deal 16. Deal 4 damage to all enemies, heal HP equal to the unblocked damage exhaust. Interesting. So at the start of combat, I will heal 2. At the end of combat, I will heal 6. So I already healed the 6. I will heal 2 at the start of combat, so I definitely need to rest. And I can use some fear potions. In this fight against Big Blob Slime Boss. Oh, fire breathing. Bash. Strike. Goop spray. Yeah, they put 3 slime on me. I approve. Armament this twin strike. Power through. And then I'm going to do the big twin strike. Yeah, I've got my fire breathing. Slime crush. Reaper deal 5 damage and heal it. 7 damage and heal it. Shrug it off. Might be enough to keep me alive. Ow. Such a big hit. Ooh, I drew a slime and a wound. Slime and a wound, slime and a wound. Don't know what they're doing. Oh, they're trying to split. Okay. That means turn into 2 of these that can then also split. Armaments to upgrade my other twin strike. Taking 16, that is my health. Okay, get a good twin strike in there. Okay, put more slime in my deck. And lick for some vulnerable. Draw a whole bunch of slime and do a whole bunch of damage. Gonna leave those slimes in my deck. I want them to keep coming up. Oh, and then they split into 2 little slimes. I didn't draw any. Outrage. Defend myself. Defend myself. Ow. Ow. Come on. There we go, I drew some slimes. Defeat the slime boss. Got a strength potion. Gain 30 block exhaust. Deal 32 damage or deal 10 damage. If fatal, raise your max HP by 3 and then... Yeah, I think I want that one. What have we got? Runic Pyramid. At the end of your turn, you no longer discard your hand. Wait, so I just stockpile cards? Interesting. Mark of Pain. Gain energy at the start of your turn, and at the start of combat, shuffle 2 wounds into your draw pile. Kind of like that for fire breathing. During boss and elite combats game, we'll go with Mark of Pain. Mark of Pain. And we move to the city. There's a merchant here, so I guess I'm going that way. Hello, birds. Oh, let's get that fire breathe. We shall feed later, I think. And now we'll just do 2 strikes. Knock you down out of the air. invulnerables them all. Twin Strike can knock that one out of the air. And then Regular Strike will knock... Nope, no it won't. Regular Strike can take out that one. And then I can shrug off. Okay, okay. Ooh. Yes. Power through. Armaments my strike. Strike that one. Defend. On top of the power through is just quite nice. You put a strength on yourself, that's fine. Because my fire breathing got you. Battle chance. Draw 3 cards, you can't draw more cards. That's actually quite good when I'm doing the drawing a bunch of cards, does a bunch of stuff. To the merchant. What do you got, buddy? Not that fussed about any of those. What do these do? Whenever you use a potion, heal 5. Whenever you would receive 5 or less unblocked attack, reduce it to 1. Cards which exhaust when played instead will instead discard 50% of the time. Interesting. Some of these I can just discard. Seeing red is not terrible. Maybe we grab a Tory though. I like your haircut. Ha ha! The chosen one. The chosen one. Battle trance. Bash. Shake it off. And twin strike. Yeah. Twin strike. Regular strike. Regular strike. Defend. Hello, Shuratanian Raiders! How are you all? Welcome, welcome to the Tegan Mission channel. Here in the Burrow we are doing Card Game Wednesday and we are playing some Slay the Spire. Slay the Spire 1 notably, not Slay the Spire 2. Hi Nina, hi Shura. Couldn't stop them. Hands up, the Acons have arrived in a Shura raid. You were playing Monster Hunter Stories 3, Twisted Reflection. I have not played any Monster Hunter games, but I have seen some Monster Hunter gameplay and they do look good. This is my first time playing Slay the Spire, so I'm kind of... This is run number 3, in which I've just gained a whole bunch of random stuff. And I got... the first thing I got was this Fire Breathing Plus. So I've been trying to do stuff to get me statuses and curses, like taking the Mark of Pain, where at the start of combat you put 2 wounds into your draw pile. And then I took a power through that puts 2 wounds into my draw pile. Into my discard, I think. But it's kind of reliant on me using my fire breathing. And if I don't draw it in my starting hand, I kind of just do not a lot for the first little section. Yeah. Give up all your cheese. The Acons have arrived. You couldn't stop them. Couldn't stop people with what? You insist on stealing my cheese. Oh, Nina. Why you steal my cheese? Why you do this? Poke. And I guess I'll Reaper here and gain that health back. Because I had the action point. Monster Hunter is very fun, but also Monster Hunter Stories is an RPG which round-based battle instead. Oh, my fire breathing won me the match. I don't want any of those. We can skip that. I don't want to fill my deck out with too many actual things because I want it to be filled with a bunch of wounds and random stuff that the enemy gives me. So if I fill my deck with too many stuff, Like, I want it to be a small deck so that I get my fire breathing in my starting hand and like the power through pretty regularly. I've got like a battle trance to draw some more cards, a feed to get me some max health, and Reaper to heal me a bit, and then I've got some twin strikes and an armaments to get some upgrades on things, shrug it off to draw a card, that sort of stuff. I grabbed a random thunderclap and then upgraded it for no reason. Yeah. Oh no, ad breaks. Oh. Ooh. Snake plant, malleable. Upon receiving attack damage, gains 3 blocks. Block increases as malleable is triggered. Resets to 3 at start of turn. You see. If I armaments my twin strike, and then they're gonna try and hit me for 7, 14, 20 something. No draw. I can't draw more cards for the turn. That's fine. Can do defend. Can do the twin strike. Gains you 7 block. I get the other defend, and that should be enough to protect me through most of it. Yes. Come on, where's my fire? Where's my fire breathing? There's my fire breathing. Lovely. Should have reaped first, but oh well. Oh, I should have just not reaped if it was going to all be blocked. That was kind of silly. Oh, they drew 2 wounds. Chuck a power through down. Bash. Strike. No problem, Shura. Hopefully you enjoyed your stream and hopefully you enjoy a good lurk. Oh, drawing 2 wounds. Yes. If it happens to go, you're going to lurk for a bit if you happen to be gone longer than expected. And I stop streaming before you're back. Have a wonderful rest of your stream. Thank you. I will. I'm enjoying Slay the Spire. Flame Barrier, what are you? Gain 12 block whenever you're attacked this turn. Deal 4 damage back. I kind of like that. We'll grab that. We'll do a flame-themed thing, I guess. I can't turn down an unknown. I've still got a strength potion and a fear potion that I need to remember to use. Yeah, we'll go to the unknown. I think this is the furthest that I've got, because the last time I got to the city in my first run, I got defeated pretty quickly. Whereas I'm still on 65 health, I just have so many relics. We meet again! A cheery, dishevelled fellow approaches you gleefully. You do not know this man. It's me, Ranwid. Have you any goods for me today? The usual? A fella like me can't make it alone, you know. You eye him suspiciously and consider your options. I can lose my strength potion to obtain a relic. I can lose 58 gold to obtain a relic, or I can lose shrug it off to obtain a relic. I don't mind giving you a strength potion. Exquisite! I was feeling parched. Gulp, gulp, gulp. He downs the potion in one go and lets out a satisfied burp. He rummages around his various pockets. Here, look what I've got for you today. Take it, take it. Oh, he gave me an oddly smooth stone. I start each combat with 1 dexterity. Sure. I'm going to start every combat with 1 strength and 1 dexterity because I've got the Vajra as well. I can smith a card. What do I want to smith? My battle trance? Draws me 4 cards if I smith that. Or the feed? I haven't really been playing the feed, that's the problem. Wait. The block? Wait, all the cards in my hand for the rest of combat. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Upgrading the armaments just means that armaments is everything? Let's go see what this elite enemy is. The Taskmaster, Slaver and Slaver. I add 2 wounds to my deck. That's fine. I can power through to add 2 more wounds to my hand. I could Reaper them all to get 15 health, which at the moment I could do with actually. let's do that. And then I could strike one of them. Which I will do. The Taskmaster is probably the most spooky one, so we'll try and take him out first. As I think he's actually the elite enemy. The other two are just random adds. They wounded me. But that's good for me, I think. As long as I can get my flame barrier. Grab another defend. Okay. Flame barrier doing its job. Oh, I got another wound. Where's my fire breathing? There's my fire breathing. When I call out for it, it appears. Deal 13 damage if fatal, which it won't be, unfortunately. 13 plus the 7 is 20, which is still not fatal on anything, and that exhausts itself, so maybe I don't want to do that yet. I'll just do another poke. Sorry, Feed, your time will come. Oh, more wounds. Entangled? Cannot play attacks this turn. Oh, that's kind of rough. I guess I'll do a defend and then I'll... Oh, that's them throwing their net. They get to do that once a fight, I guess. Because now they're not carrying their net anymore. Interesting. Nice. Thunderclap. Yeah. A regal pillow. Whenever you rest, heal an additional 15 health. Oh, lovely. Block potion, 25 gold, another card. Deals 12 damage, can be upgraded any number of times, or we put another Reaper. I can grab another Reaper. That's doable. Let's smith the battle trance. And I get a bottled tornado and 80 gold. Upon pickup, choose a power card. Start each combat with this card in your hand. Oh my god, that's so good. I start each combat with the fire breathing in my hand. Yes, it's all coming together. Oh, elite enemy or the random? I like the random, but I do get more points for battling elite enemies. We've got a campfire coming up as well. What is this? Book of Stabbing? Oh no, not a Book of Stabbing. It's aggressive. It's doing 6 sets of 2 damage. But that's fine because I've got a power through. I can shrug it off, draw a card. I can thunderclap. I can twin strike. And I've got 30 damage prevention. Block. I think it's called block. It is called block. Good. More block. Stab. Feed still not being worth it. Ah well. Now I've got a block potion and I've got a fear potion. Oh. They gave me a wound. I drew a wound. They're going to deal 25. What if I just drink my block potion? Give them some vulnerable. Twin strike. Defend. They add another wound to me. Armaments, everything in my hand. Block. Strike. Strike. Okay, we're getting there. Whenever you receive attack damage from this enemy, add a wound into your discard. Yay, they're just giving me so many wounds. Yep. Armaments, everything. Battle trace, draw more cards, which drew 2 more wounds, which gets them to lethal damage. Nice! Sundial. Every 3 times you shuffle your draw pile. I mean, I'll take it. I don't know how often I'm going to be shuffling my draw pile to be getting that energy, but I'll take it. I don't really want any of those, I don't think. I need to start clearing out some of my cards. I need more merchants. Fire breathing, flame barrier, which was not worth it, but oh well. Twin strike. Defend myself. Meh. Okay, the Centurion defends the Mystic, and the Mystic gives them both 2 strength. Power through. They're going to try and hit me for 24 total, so I do that, and then I'm fine, and I do that, I get some hits. Yeah, Reapers exhaust themselves. Does that mean fire breathing doesn't exhaust itself? It wasn't in my exhaust pile. And a clap. Shrug it off. Twin strike. Regular strike. Ooh. Reaper. I wish that feed was lethal. But no luck. Oof. Big hits. Armaments everything. Battle trance. I should have battle tranced then armamented everything, but there you go. I guess we'll just twin strike. Yeah, that worked. 10 gold, explosive potion. Sure. Add a card. I could put a war cry in. Yeah, war cries do things, I guess. Smith up the war cry. Yes. Yeah, elite or unknown. Let's go for the elite, because then there's an unknown behind them. Oh, hello. It's another taskmaster. Fire breathing. Battle trance. There's the war cry annoyingly, but there we go. Flame breath. Thunderclap. Strike. I can't draw any more cards, so that war cry won't do anything. It would just exhaust itself. Which would be sad. Be kind of sad. Not good. They put a wound in my deck. Yes, Reaper would be valuable. Thank you for the health. Second Reaper. Defend myself a bit. Ow. Another wound. And a scrape, which gives me vulnerable. I draw a whole bunch of wounds. That's now lethal. Which I approve. Bash you. Defend myself. You gonna throw the net at me? Nope, you're just stabbing me. Ow. Just gonna thunderclap you, I guess. Oh, wait. No, you weren't. Molten egg. Whenever you add an attack into your deck, upgrade it. Ooh. Distilled Chaos Potion. Play the top 3 cards of your draw pile. Mystery! Hi, little shop man. I need to start getting rid of some of these random things, like one of the strikes. Thank you. Second fire breathing. Second fire breathing though. Offering, lose 6 HP, gain 2 energy, draw 3 cards, exhaust. It's kind of fun. Kind of fun. What's this? Whenever you play a power attack or skill in the same turn, remove all of your debuffs. Oh, whenever you play a power attack and skill all in the same turn, remove all your debuffs. Right. Fire breathing. Second fire breathing, does that work? Can you stack fire breathings? I guess this is the time to find out. And I could put another Shrug It Off in my deck, another Twin Strike in my deck. Both? Sure. How much health am I on? 31. When I go into the fight, I'll heal 2, so I'll go up to 33, but I will rest. And when I rest, I get my Regal Pillow, so I go basically back up to full. Almost. Ah! Why is this guy like weirdly in 3D? Or like 2.5D, I guess. Fire breathing! Second fire breathing? Oh, my fire breathing's now at 16. Flame barrier? Defend. Twin strike. He's called the Champ. Hello, the Champ. Guy at the head of the city with your 420 health. Let's Armaments Plus. Thunderclap. Bash. And then I'll take some damage, I guess. Ooh. He vulnerable and frails me? I guess I'm going to throw an explosive potion at him. I'll speed potion. Warcry! Look on top of my deck. Let's put the wound back on top of my deck, shall I? Twin strike with extras. Defend. Do I play the top of my deck? I'm going to take a big old hit here, but we'll find out. Draw a wound. Pass through. 7 damage, which I heal. Shrug it off. I drew another Shrug It Off. Okay then. Have a free shot, futile weakling. Okay. Vulnerable and weak is kind of bad. Power through, bash plus, defend plus. You've done it now. Hi, Callie. Face my wrath. Not you, Callie. I'm just reading out what the champ says. Shrug it off to draw a card. Thunderclap to get some vulnerable on him. Do the twin strike. Regular strike. And take a whole bunch of damage. Oof. That sure is a move called Execute. He's going to do another 33 damage this turn. Hopefully not. 33 damage. Okay, block 25 of it. Ow. He's still got 94 health. Bonk. 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 Wasn't enough. Wasn't enough. Ugh. That was the furthest I got, and look at all those relics I had. Defeat. Not like this. But I got an unlock. And almost halfway to another unlock. Cards unlocked. Limit break. Spot weakness, which is also, by the looks of it, a Fallout reference. Is it the VAT system? Or heavy blade? If the enemy intends to attack, gain 3 strength. Deal 14 damage. Strength affects this card 3 times. Or double your strength. Kinda like spot weakness. Oh wait, those just are all unlocked. I see. So the unlocks are just extra unlocks for cards that character likes. We go back into another run with the Ironclad. Greetings. Choose. 3 random potions, transform 2 cards, take 24 damage. I could. Obtain random boss relic instead of my relic. Choose a card to obtain. Let's transform 2 cards. Swap 2 defense into things. A perfected strike and what was the other one? A fiend fire. I'm not that fussed about fiend fire. Perfected strike, kind of cool. I guess I'm doing the strikes. There's a shop, so we're going to go that way. I guess we are going for strikes. I really don't want to exhaust all the cards in my hand, if I'm honest. One short of defeating it. It's very annoying. Okay, I got weakened, which means my attacks do less damage. But that's fine, because I still had enough. 16 gold, add a card to my deck. I need strikes. But I can get a shrug it off and replace one of my blocks. Jawworm, one of my defends, I should say. Perfected strike. We like perfected strike. Or I like perfected strike, I guess. I'm going to try and do the strike run and see if I can get some good stuff off it. Let's just exhaust my entire hand. Just a big old fire. Fear potion, 10 gold. Sword boomerang, searing blow is not a strike. Deal 3 damage to a random enemy 3 times. I guess searing blow's nice. Spike slime? Acid slime. Goodbye, spike slime. And then they're gonna lick, which is vulnerable. And then I'm gonna fiend fire them. I was weakened. Right. I was like, why did that not deal very much damage? Because I was weakened. I did just eat my perfected strike, which is kind of silly. I shouldn't have done that, but there you go. Bash. Strike. We're good. We got it all back. Fire potion, deal 20 damage, 10, and this. Iron wave, bloodletting, or rupture. Whenever you lose HP from a card, gain 1 strength. So stuff like bloodletting, which loses you HP. But I kind of just want to do strikes. I guess I'll grab an Iron Wave. We will eat a card from our deck. I swapped 2 defends and I got a Pierce, Perfected Strike and a Fiend Fire. I replaced the 2 defends with an Iron Wave and a Shrug It Off. I think I just want to get rid of the Fiend Fire. I'm not that fussed about it. And I want strikes. I haven't got any strikes. So I guess I'll grab a Shrug It Off. And then make our way to wherever the next shop is. World of Goop. You fall into a puddle. It's made of slime goop. I do like the random shaky text. Frantically, you claw yourself out over several minutes as you feel the goop starting to burn. You can feel the goop in your ears, goop in your nose, goop everywhere. Climbing out, you notice that some of your gold is missing. Looking back in the puddle, you can see you're missing coins combined with gold. Looking back in the puddle, you see you're missing coins combined with gold from unfortunate adventurers mixed together in the puddle. So I can lose 11 health to gain 75 gold, or I can lose 10 health and leave. For the sake of 1 health, I'll gain the 75 gold, thank you. I'll smith a thing. Sorry, we will smith a thing, not will smith a thing. I just will smith something. A looter. I'm gonna steal all my stuff. I should have fire potioned. I could have fire potioned and just gotten rid of them. Iron wave. Knock it off. Defend. Trying to take all my gold. I just took all of that out of a puddle. How dare you? Yeah, give me my stuff back. Heavy blade does not say strike. We'll skip that. Mystery? Merchant shop? Nope. Golden idol. I do like the golden idol. Do I take the injure? Do I take the -6 max health? I guess I take the -6 max health. Kind of rough. Chest. Bag of marbles. At the start of each combat, apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. Sure. Shining light. You find a shimmering mass of light encompassing the centre of the room. Its warm glow and enchanting patterns invite you in. Upgrade 2 random cards, lose 15. Why is everything just like... What if you lost more health? What if you lost more health though? Ooh, I upgraded both my shake-it-offs. Okay. Oh, I should have read the... As you walk through the light, you notice that the light is absorbed into you. It's scorching hot. However, the pain quickly recedes. You feel invigorated, as though you received a well-deserved slap. Well deserved? Why would it be well-deserved? What are you trying to get at? What are you trying to get at, game? Why would that slap be well-deserved? What are you trying to tell me here, game? Yo. Thank you, Slaver. I should really do something with that flame blow. Oh god, my health. Ow. Okay, you're on 6 health. There we go. Ooh, perfected strike. Second perfected strike. I'm very low on health. Did I just... Oh, I'm an idiot. Excuse me, sneaky gremlin. Thank you. Bash this gremlin. Ow, ow, ow. Where's this gremlin? Fat gremlin. That's not very nice. And mad gremlin. Okay. Took out 2 of them. Still got weakened. Okay, these shrug-it-offs upgraded are being pretty good. How many shrug-it-offs have I got in total? Just 2 upgraded shrug-it-offs. Okay. Bash. Iron Wave. I need to get rid of that Searing Blade. It's not very good. Just a card that's taking up space in my deck. Warcry? Warcry. Come on, be a shop. It is! Thank you. Goodbye. I like gold. Sever soul. Exhaust all. No, nope. Thinking ahead. Draw 2 cards. Oh, I can't buy any of them because I just sold a card. Never mind. I've got 57 coins. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Stay a while and listen. Is that Deckard Kane's line? Stay a while and listen. Is that Deckard Kane's line? I don't remember. I don't fully remember. 13. If I do that, I'll have enough. Okay, trying to do an actual defendable build here. With the shake it offs. No, I'll just put the strike back on top. Shake it off. Strike. Strike. And then this should be a precision strike. Oh no, on the turn that they entangle me. I drew my 2 precision strikes. Can't play any attacks. Kind of rough. My poor precision strikes. Oh, it's going to do 19 to me? Ooh. Excuse me, could you not? Thank you. Reckless charge, Warcry. Campfire. Heal myself because I really need it. I'll get to 38. Big slime. Hi, slime boss. You have split. Perfected strike. Regular strike. Ow. Right, I'm gonna get very slimed. Perfected strike. They're gonna do something. Right, splitting. Slime crush. Well, it's not splitting because you're not quite at half health yet. Yeah, I don't want to put the slime back onto my deck. I want to put a strike back onto my deck, and I'm going to shrug it off to draw it again anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Poke. And defend. I could have gotten rid of the slime, actually. Split. Strike, Iron Wave, just to block a bit of the 11 that's coming my way. Oh, Frail and 2 more slimes. Perfected strike. Eat that slime, I think, because I need to start getting rid of some of these. That then splits into 2 level 16 health guys. More spit. Oh, just a handful of slime. Just an entire handful of slime. Imagine if I had fire breathing in this fight. More slime? No, weakened. Okay. 8 damage, so I'm going to take 5. And get more slime. Ah! Frail. Weakened. Shake it off. Dash. That's enough to make that split. And now I need to start taking out the small slimes. Because they are becoming problematic. Oh, they're 34 health each. Okay, we'll take out that one. And drop a defend. Although with all this vulnerable, dropping defends is kind of pointless. So much frail. Buh. Buh. Don't think that's enough. 12 damage is not enough to take any of them out. So I think... Yeah, I think I've just lost here. Yeah. Ah! Big old slime boss. Vanquished. I'm going to need a new map. That was not a very good run. Okay. Let's do one more run. Actually, it's only like 9:30. I might be able to do multiple more runs. Hello again. Remove a card from your deck. 8 max HP. Obtain a curse. Choose a rare colourless card to obtain. Let's go with a curse and a rare colourless card. What was the curse? The curse is regret. Unplayable. At the end of your turn, lose HP equal to the number of cards in your hand. Oh no. Well. So I've got Violence, which is put 3 random attacks from your draw pile into your hand. Exhaust. Not that one. Panache, which is a power. Every time you play 5 cards in a single turn, deal 10 damage to all enemies. And Metamorphosis. Shuffle 3 random attacks into your draw pile. They cost 0. Let's go with Metamorphosis. Risk. Reward. Why, thank you. Metamorphosis. I get a clothesline, a friendly fire, and a twin strike. Okay. Defend myself. Sorry, a fiend fire, not a friendly fire. There's my regret. So if I could just fiend fire regret out of the game for this turn. Should I just do that? I think I'll just do that. That cost me no action points. Woo! I could have played the 3 others and then done that because it cost me no action points. Clothesline. Block potion. 18 gold. Add a card. Sure, we'll grab a pommel strike. Hi, friend. At the end of your turn, lose 1 HP and deal 5 damage to all enemies. Exhaust 1 card, draw 2 cards. Another pommel strike. What are the artifacts? Dolly's Mirror. Upon pickup, obtain an additional copy of a card in your deck. Darkstone. Perrupt. I don't know what that card. I don't know how to say that word. Perrupt. I've never even heard that word be said. Okay, combust. At the end of your turn, lose 1 HP, deal 5 damage. Masks are cool, I would know. Yes, you would. I could just grab a discovery. Sold! I didn't go towards the mystery. Why did I not go towards the mystery? That was weird. Sure, I'll grab a Feel No Pain. Bonk. Bonk. Okay, the lick adds a frail, which means my blocks do a bit less. Metamorphosis 3 cards. Strike. You're going to add a vulnerable to me again, I guess? Yep. Another frail. Sword boomerang. Twin strike. Regular strike. Liquid memories. Choose a card in your discard pile and return it to your hand. It costs 0 this turn. 19. Add a new card. Not that fussed about any of those. Let's go towards the shop. Just go defend, strike, strike. Because pommel strike replaces itself and I want as little damage as possible from that. Regret. You do not belong here. With Ritual 3. Discover. A pommel strike. Metamorphosis. And then we'll pommel strike. Sure. Ow. Neokinesis. Lose 2 health, deal 15 damage. Bam. Can only be played when there are attacks in your hands, deal 14 damage. And I guess I can just bash. 13 gold, add a new card. Warcry. Hello, friend. Dropkick, Shockwave, Hand of Greed. Deal 20 damage if fatal, gain 20 gold. All cards in your hand by 1 this turn. Oh, I haven't got enough money for those. Never mind, I've got enough money for the Shockwave that's on sale. Sure. I like your haircut. Thank you very much. Ooh, artifacts. Okay. Discover. Let's discover Reckless Charge. No. Shrug it off. Then we'll shrug it off. Then we'll strike. Strike. In your turn, lose HP equal to the number of cards in your hand side. Get 3'd. Ow. 12 block, liquid memories. Okay. Get so many daisies. Metamorphosis. Defend. Hope that's okay. Ow. More daisies. Ow. Draw a card, we'll put that back on top. Strike. Twin strike. Defend. Oh, I could have used that. Could have used the other defend. It popped up right at the end where it was like, by the way. It's like, ah. Don't know why it was allowing me to use it for free there, but it was, and that was kind of annoying because I wish I had known that. Defend. 14. Okay. I think that was the correct play. I've exhausted so many cards. Shrug it off. Got 3 dazeds in my hand. Oof. That is a lot of regret right there. 2 more dazes. Ugh. Almost. 2 more daisies. I'm very dazed. I've become very dazed. Strike. Defend. Remove 3 daisies, add 2 more daisies. Shockwave. Defend. Twin strike. Okay. A bit more damage to me. Twin strike again. Defend, defend, defend. More daisies. Good Shura emote. We approve of good Shura emote. Oh, Regal Pillow. My deck is kind of random at the moment. I've got the Discover and the Metamorphosis and the Regret. All the Regret. I don't really know what I want. I guess I'll grab the Infernal Blade and just have a look. Yeah, I'll have a bit of a rest. Let me go fight an elite enemy. Hi, Lagavulin. Regular strike. Strike, defend, defend. Metamorphosis. Angers. Discovery. Puts a armaments into my hand, which costs nothing, and then it armaments, and I'll just upgrade that strike, I guess. Take a bit of damage. I did no damage to it that turn. Oops. Sure. Strike. Strike. Pommel strike. Anger. Anger. Fill my deck with angers. So angry. I guess I'll Infernal Blade now. Armaments. Upgrade the Iron Wave. Iron Wave. Defend. This is bad. My dexterity down by 1 and my strength down by 1. Bash. Strike plus. Because I'm going to be taking big hits. Huh. Interesting. Okay. That regret could have been worse. Iron Wave, defend. Strike. Okay, they're down to 13 health. Anger. I really should have used Bash first. Bash, strike, it's fine, we got there. Horn Cleat. At the start of your second turn, gain 14 block. Interesting. I want any of those? What am I even doing with my build again? Not a lot. Random exhaust cards is what I've been doing, but no real payoff for them. Strawberry. Upon pickup, raise your max HP by 7. Sure. Thank you, Strawberry. Sure. We'll upgrade the Metamorphosis and shuffle 5 random attacks that then cost 0 into my deck. Thievery. Shockwave. Defend. Ouch myself. My gold! Anger. Warcry. Infernal. Defend. Searing Blade. Anger. Metamorphosis. Many cards in hand, thank you. Not enough energy. Boomerang. Discharge. Dropkick. Skill potion, 15 gold, 45 gold stolen back. Add a card to your deck. A pommel strike again. Mystery thing. Come across the golden idol. Sure. Sure. Go to some fireplaces and heal myself back up. Oh, little fluffles. We'll put the pommel strike back on top. Ooh, there's some damage here. Discover. Another Infernal Blade. The Infernal Blade is a Hemiokinesis. Ah. 13. Oh, there's my Metamorphosis. 15. Strike. It's fine. We didn't need to worry about the Metamorphosis. +6 + 15. Back up to full. Back up to full. Big Hex Crystal. Oh no, it's this guy. The Guardian. Hello, Guardian. Why did I do that? I had the Metamorphosis in hand. I could have just Metamorphosis instead. Destroy, destroy, destroy. What if I don't want to? I just put the regret back into my hand. No, this is actually an alright hand to have it in. Because I can just go launch, 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 and it goes past without using 1 damage to me. Discover. I combust. Then I combust. Then I pommel strike. Then I defend because you're now blocking. Infernal Blade. Headbutt. Pommel strike. Defend. regrets nothing. Get poked. Metamorphosis. Any cards. Defend. They got up again. Okay. So that's all. Exhaust all non-attack cards in your hand. Deal 16 damage. There's one non-attack card in my hand, and it's a skill, so I'll just play that, and I'll sever soul. Do I Fiend Fire, or do I bash and then Fiend Fire? I think I bash and then Fiend Fire. Ooh, I'm taking a bit of a hit here. 15 damage. Ow! Carnage, Ethereal, deal 20 damage. Sure. Dodge this. Zero low. Defend. Strike. They're then going to use spikes. Yeah, sharp hide. Defend. Set a soul. Carnage. Pommel strike. Defend myself. Blow, hemognosis. Just. Flex potion. Oh, gain 5 strength. Whenever you gain block, deal 5 damage to a random enemy. Block is not removed at the start of your turn. Skills cost 0. Whenever you play a skill, exhaust it. Let's go Juggernaut. Try to do a bunch of blocks. Replace Burning Blood. At the end of combat, heal 12. Plastic Crown. Gain energy at the start of your turn. Future card rewards have 2 less cards to choose from. Transform 3 cards, then upgrade them. Sure. So I went with Juggernaut, so I want blocks. So stuff like the Shockwave, the Regret, and one of the Pommel Strikes, I guess, the Warcry. One of the Pommel Strikes. Swap to a... Oh, I didn't know what Pain is. I just swapped a curse for a different curse. While in hand, lose 1 whenever you play another card. Ooh. Sounds like Pain. And then we're in the city. Let's go this way. Try and get to a merchant. Chosen. Metamorphosis. Defend. Probably should have Juggernauted, but I wanted to Metamorphosis because I like Metamorphosis. It's kind of fun. And then I draw Pain. Ghostly Armor. What if I were to just cause pain to myself? Suffer! Puts Hex on me whenever you play a non-attack card, shuffle 1. Shuffle 1 dazed into a draw pile. Yes. Uppercut. Boomerang. Warcry. Right, I didn't draw any cards because I had already done the other thing. Yeah, so many daisies. Ad break time. Hopefully you all can survive the ad break. I'm sure you will. You'll be fine. Whirlwind. What am I doing again? Blocks. Trying to juggernaut. So I don't need any of those. Yep, they've got a whole bunch of plated armor. Okay, a bit of damage off pain. There's the juggernaut. Defend. Heavy blade. Got them down to 10 plated armor. Discover. Battle chance to draw 4 cards. Power through. Defend. Thunderclap. Carnage. Pummel. There we go. Ooh. Sure, we'll inflame plus. Purifier. Before you lies an elaborate shrine to a forgotten spirit. I can remove 1 card. Yes, please. Goodbye, pain. Phew. Metallicize. At the start of your turn, gain 2 block, 2 strength, and all enemies gain a strength. Champion's belt. When you apply vulnerable, apply 1 weak. At the start of your turn, at the start of your 3rd turn, add 18 block. I want more juggernaut. So get rid of the uppercut. Go this way. A snake plant. 'Tis malleable. Grab juggernaut. War cry. Put the bash back on top. Put defend on. Oh yeah. Infernal blade. Right, if I'm doing the block build, I should be getting body slams. I could be doing a block build properly, and this is not it. Battle trance. Metamorphosis. Metallicize. It adds block, which then hits them. I've got a nice little build where I've got the Juggernaut and the Metallicize. Is kind of nice. I'm not getting enough block though, from what I can tell. Punch, 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 punch. They're down to 7. Ugh. Iron Wave. Acclaim plus. Iron Wave. Got them. Blood Potion heals for 20% of your max health. 5 strength, add 12 block. Need to use my potions more. True Grit Plus gets block. Got a Gremlin leader. Mad Gremlin. Shield Gremlin. Minions abandon combat without their leader. Their leader has 140 health though. Oh, blocks them all and 3 strength. Tower size. Use the True Grit, exhaust the bash, I guess. Sever soul. And then strike. Okay. 7 and 9 sets of 3. Ugh, so much damage. War Cry. Battle Stance. Pommel Strike. Clothesline. Infernal Blade. Rampage. Searing Blow. Not attacking. Pommel Strike. Can't draw more cards. Right. Regular Strike. Because I the Battle Trance, I got... Ooh. 2 Gremlin Wizards. Oh. Wait. Inflame. Owie, Thunderclap. Discover... Ooh. Fire Breath. They're currently not intending to attack. Random strike on one of them. Charging up, charging up. And giving more strength and shield. Ugh. No, hi Juggernaut. You made it. 12 damage, draw a card. 12 damage, draw a card. Battle Trance to draw 4 more cards. Clothesline that enemy. 12 sets of 3. Ow. Desecrated. Inconceivable. Okay, that was not a good block build. Let's see if I can make a proper block build. Let's see what we get for a potential block build. Hello again. Choose. Choose one random common relic or one random rare card. Or a random rare relic for all my gold. Let's go with the rare relic. Whenever you exhaust a card, deal 3 damage to all enemies. Okay, we're going the exhaust route. Let's go this way. Strike. Strike. Block. Then you lick, which vulnerables me? Frails me. Bash. Strike. And take some damage. So I've got Burning Blood and Charon's Ashes. Strike. Strike. So that one is whenever you exhaust a card. Love getting a Sever Soul straight from the get-go. Wheel of Change. You come upon a dapper-looking, cheery gremlin. It's time to spin the wheel. Are you ready? Of course you are. What is this? Spin. I get money? You win some gold! Yay! Yay! I'm on 115 gold now? Was that it? You just gave me a bunch of gold? I guess you just gave me a bunch of gold. Okay then. Whenever you exhaust a card, deal 3 damage to all enemies. So that'll be 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Womp, womp, womp. Big old hit of a turn. Incantation. You do not belong here. And they put 3 ritual on themselves. Bash. Strike. Okay, okay. It's fine. You can have strength. It's too late for you. Whenever I exhaust cards, so seeing red's good. Sever Soul. Strike. Bash. Energy potion, 10 gold. None of those. I want to fill my deck with exhaust cards or cards that exhaust other cards. Second wind, exhaust all non-attack cards in your hand. Gain 5 block for each card exhausted. Or a metamorph. I can't afford the metamorphosis, never mind. 1 random colourless card into your hand, exhaust. Colourless cards tend to exhaust themselves, as far as I'm aware. So maybe that's a good choice. Yeah. Yeah. Stay a while and listen. Elite enemy. It's the big old gremlin. So I can see in red. Jack of all trades. Which is thinking ahead. Put a card on top of your draw pile. One of the defends. Strike. Strike. Sever Soul. I've exhausted 4 cards in a turn and done 40 damage. Roar! Gets enraged. Bash. Strike. They're going to deal 14 to me, but they're down to 29 health, so the race is looking in my favour somewhat. Bash. Strike. I'm going to deal another 6 to me. The good part about exhausting a bunch of my deck means my deck gets very streamlined very quickly. Sever Soul doesn't actually exhaust itself. Another energy potion. Whenever you play a power card, heal 2 HP. Sure. Draw 1 card. Let's go True Grit. You can always upgrade a True Grit. And then I get to pick what card I exhaust. Yes. Seeing red. True Grit. I can exhaust the strike. Then I can Sever Soul. Exhausts the defend. I'm getting the hang of this, I think. strike, strike, strike. Because then I'm going to split into two 23 health little guys. I can jack of all trades. Put a card from your hand on the bottom of your draw pile. It costs 0 until played. What if I don't want that? Bash that slime! Okay. Oh, they slimed me. True Grit. Nice. Flex Potion, 16 gold, add a card. Maybe you draw a status or curse. I'm least cared about powers. Whenever you play a power, heal 2. Fire breathing is nice. We'll go this way. Stone Calendar. At the end of your turn, deal 50, at the end of your turn 7, deal 52 damage to all enemies. Okay. So if a fight lasts to my turn 7, I 52 all the enemies. Kind of interesting. What do I get for upgrading these? Deal 22 damage. That becomes free. Jack of all trades is add 2 random and colourless cards. That's pretty good. I think I'm going to go with the Jack of all trades upgrade. For the 2 random cards. Then we'll go this way. A thief. Jack of all trades. Add secret technique. Put a skill card from your draw pile into your hand and a forethought. Grab a seeing red. And I'll seeing red. Then I'll sever soul. Then I'll just do 2 slashes. Oh, I got to 1 health. So close. Death by exhaustion. Ashes, 2 ashes, 2 ashes, 2 ashes. Soul makes it 22 damage. Warcry makes it draw 2 cards. Yeah, the extra card. The extra card draw. The extra card draw is pretty useful. Panic button. Add 30 block. You cannot gain block from cards for 2 turns. Ooh. Don't know if I want any of these. Don't know if I want any of these. I can remove a card. I could get rid of the bash. I don't really need the bash, I don't think. I'm more caring about all these random exhaust cards. I want powers and skills for Sever Soul and fire breathing. Yeah, we'll get rid of the bash. Make my deck a bit more streamlined for all this exhaustion that I'm going to be doing. Slaver with a net. Fire breathing. Seeing red. Defend. Strike. Strike. Just playing them as normal. Don't mind me. True Grit. Exhaust one of the defends. Play a defend. Play a strike. Thank you for the hydrate, Redeem Maiden. Good hydrates. Jack of all trades. This gets me a add X random colourless cards into your hand. They cost 0 this turn. Okay, Warcry to draw 2 cards. First Strike on top. Master of Strategies to draw 3 cards. True Grit to exhaust a card and gain 9 block. And then I'll Sever Soul. Which was enough! Hooray! 16. Put another True Grit in my deck. Upgrade that True Grit. Slime? Slime versus Exhaustion. What are we going to have? I do have Fire Breathing in my deck, so I might be fine just doing a bunch of damage. Exhaustion. Slime Crush. No Slime Crush. Fire Breathe. Jackal Trades. What is Hand of Greed? Deal 20 damage if fatal, gain 20 gold. Warcry. True Grit and Defend. Put Strike back onto the deck. Blind them. True Grit, the Hand of Greed, I guess? Actually, no, the Hand of Greed can stay there. Oh, I'll be True Gritting both, it doesn't really matter. They're going to try and do 26 damage? Ow. Then you're going to try and split. 2 enemies with 51 health. Okay. You like getting double slime. And that's whenever you exhaust a card, deal 3 damage to all enemies. So I can either do 6 to a specific enemy, or I can deal 3 damage to each enemy. But that's getting rid of slimes. And I like having slimes. But also I like just doing a bunch of damage. Just above half. 2 more slimes. 2 more weakened. Didn't draw any more slime, that's kind of sad. Down to 16 health each, okay. That's now going to split into 2 16s. And that one's not splitting yet. But I'm probably going to have to focus it. Yep. Because it's now going to split. Apply 2 weak there. True Grit one of these blocks. Exhaust the slime. Deal 4 more damage to that, so it splits into 240. Never mind, we got to turn 7 and I 52'd everything. Blessing of the Forge. Upgrade all cards in your hand for the rest of combat. Okay, do we Reaper or do we Impervious? I think we Reaper. Deal 4 damage to all enemies. Heal HP equal to the unblocked damage. Exhaust. Rather than gain 30 block exhaust. I think the Reaper is better. Chest, what have we got? Double the effectiveness of potions. Upon pickup, gain 1 potion, gain 50 gold, raise your max HP by 5, attain 1 card, upgrade 1 random card. Or gain energy at the start of your turn. All enemies start combat with 1 strength. Ooh. I think we just go with the gain a bunch of stuff. Ooh, upgraded my Reaper. Nice. Blood potion. And another card. I don't want any of those, so I'm good. We made it to the city again. Act 2 once more. Oh, we've got 192 coins, so I guess I want to go this way to the shop. What are you? Spheric Guardian? You have Artifact 3. Barricade. Block is not removed at the start of turn. You've got 20 health but 40 barricade. Or 40 block. Interesting. Okay. No point doing Reaper here. Sure. I should have done that and then done the... It's just healed back up to 50. Huh. Okay, they just did a thing that healed them. They did their action to heal them. Did I just jack of all trades into a jack of all trades? Sure. Defend for nothing. Strike. Reaper's not going to do me anything, so I'll just pass by it for now. Oh, Reaper's back. Welcome back, Reaper. Reaper still won't do anything. True Grit, one of the strikes. Sever Soul. Okay, now we're starting to get into damage. And so are they. There's the Reaper, okay. 9. Reaper. 6. There we go. 10 gold, add a card. None of those get rid of themselves. To the shop! We're looking for exhausts. Skills cost 0 whenever you play a skill, exhaust it. Yes. We like skills exhausting themselves and costing nothing. Another Sever Soul? Oh my god, there's so many exhaust matters things. Can be weakened. Energy is now conserved between turns. I think I like the corruption. I could still get one of these, a True Grit or a Flame Barrier. Get a Flame Barrier on discount, why not? The why not was probably I should have cared more about the limiting the number of cards in my hand, but I want to start getting rid of these strikes. That's maybe what I should have done. Wheel of Change. You come upon a dapper looking cheery gremlin. It's time to spin the wheel. Are you ready? Of course you are. Spinning the wheel. It gets me a chest. I think I've spun 2 of the good ones. Ah, a gift. Enjoy. Obtain a relic. Magic flower. Healing is 50% more effective during combat. Ooh. Thank you, Dapper Goblin. He's given me some good stuff so far. Flight. Jack of all trades. Oh, end of turn 3, 40 damage to all enemies. Sure. Block, removing one of the strikes. Metamorphosis will come round again. Or it probably won't, because the bomb will probably go off. Ow. Corruption? Not enough energy, okay. Warcry. Put fire breathing? No, Reaper back on top. Red. Sever Soul? No, like a fire breathe. And then strike one of them. There we go. Sorry, Sever Soul, but I'm sure you'll come back at some point. I'm here to do the bomb, to 40 damage them all, which while it does 50% less damage, it's just going to defeat them all. Let's heal for a bunch. Thank you. Fire barrier. Defend. Strike. Energy costs not enough. And then the bomb goes off. Pummel is an attack that exhausts itself. Sure. The mystery thing. More enemies. You encounter a group of bandits wearing large red masks. Hello. Pay up to pass. A reasonable fee of all your gold will do. I've only got 41 gold. No, I'm going to fight them. Let's see what they do. 5 times 2, something that won't hurt me, and a negative effect. I guess it's corruption time. Reaper can go back into my deck. The assault begins with my flame barrier. I wish to exhaust all my skills, thank you. I wish to exhaust the entirety of my deck. Please put my entire deck in the bin, please, thank you. Stackable trades. There we go. Red Mask. Liquid Memories, 28 gold. Red Mask is at the start of each combat. Apply 1 week to all enemies. Sure. I don't want any of those. I could get metallicized, but I'm not that fussed about it. Next enemy. Snake Plant. Okay, let's get a Fire Breathing. Let's True Grit a Strike out of my deck. I could True Grit the Sever Soul, but I don't think I want to. Sever Soul's quite good to keep around. Jackable trades. Oh, what is this? Upgrade all the cards. All your cards for the rest of combat. Yes. Enemy loses 15 strength this turn. Exhaust. What if you dealt 3 times nothing? It scares me when it's like, end of turn, gain 15 strength, and it's like, you what now? It's like, no, they just negates the negative 15 strength that you've given them. Bonk, 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 bonk. Feebling Spores gives me weakness 2 and frail 2. Corruption. Warcry. Put Strike back into my deck. Seeing red. Defend. Defend. Reaper. Okay, they managed to get some hits. Can Sever Soul. Strike. So close. defend. I keep not using any of these. Nope, none of those helpful. Skip that card, go off to the Smith. Make corruption cost one less. It's real good. Okay, you've got no blocks, so I could just start by reapering. Can use the potions. Here it comes. Oh, rallying to get 2 more little minion gremlins. Let's True Grit the strike out of my deck. Then we'll True Grit the pummel out of my deck. Then we'll defend. I've got 11 cards left in my deck. Fire Breathing. Flame Barrier. Trackable Trades. Metamorphosis. Warcry. Put a card on top of my deck. I can put the statistic nature back on top of my deck. Defend. Piercing Strike. Twin Strike. Get him, boys! Adds 3 strength to all the nobody that's here. Good for you, you did it. Then he summons more friends. Rally! It's a little sneaky gremlin and a mad gremlin. Perfected Strike. Regular Strike. Sever Soul. And the rest of them run away! Lantern. Start each combat with an additional energy. 30 gold. Add a card to my deck. Offering. Lose 6 health, gain 2 energy, draw 3 cards, exhaust. Says the one word that I care about, and that's exhaust. Ink bottle. When you play 10 cards, draw a card. Sure. Do I fight the elite enemy or do I go towards the... I think I want to do an upgrade. Oh no, what I want to do is be getting rid of cards. I want to be getting rid of these strikes. Metamorphosis. Swift Strike. Regular Strike. Defend. Right, because until I use my corruption, the defends don't actually exhaust themselves. Fire Breathing. True Grit, a strike out of my deck. Warcry to draw 2 cards and exhaust itself. Could put the strike back onto my deck. Pummel you. Twin Strike you. Okay. Down to 6 health. Suffer. They put a Hex on me, which whenever I play a non-attack card, I put a Daze into my draw deck. Well, I'm going to be playing a bunch of not attack cards, so hope you're ready for it. Oh, I don't want to set a soul, I just want to cast a bunch of things. Flame Barrier. Headbutt. Grit back into my deck. Reaper. Strike. Defend. I do have the fire breathing up, so having a bunch of dazes in my deck actually doesn't bother me that much, because if I draw a load of them, then I can just use the exhausts to get rid of them. Yes, good hexes. Yep. Drew a whole bunch of daisies, and they all just went bong 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 bong. Smith. Does offering become draw 5 cards? Pummel becomes deal 2 damage 5 times. Seeing red becomes free, right? Yeah, it does. If I make my seeing red become free, then both of my gain energy cards are free. We'll jump to this one. Get rid of one of our random strikes. Maybe I should have just got a jackable trade. Can I sell any of my things? No, don't think so. Yeah, no, clicking on the not for sale section doesn't do anything. I thought it might take me to like a buying section. Let's upgrade. What does Flame Barrier upgrade to? 16. What do blocks upgrade to? Just 8 block. Okay. Fire breathing can get upgraded, I guess? Sure. We love starting with a corruption. Some red. Offering. Flame Barrier. With a True Grit, the strike out of my deck. Defend. And I'll pummel the Spherical Guardian. Got them down to 11. How much do they gain? Oh, 2 days. I'm fine with that. I got back up to 36, so they gain 25. Fire breathing. Jackable trades. If you have no attacks in your hand, draw 2 cards. Okay, so I need to get rid of the strike. I could just play the strike. Good. Enemies lose 9 strength this turn. War Cry. Put the Reaper back on top of my deck. Defend. 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 Pummel. Get down to 4 armor. I can True Grit a strike out of my deck. We can then Reaper. Strike. I've got 5 cards left in my deck. Yay! Oh, 2 of them are daisies. Yep. I've got 5 cards left in my deck. What could they be? Rubbish. Perfect. It won me the match. I'm actually getting to a point where I'm just dumping my entire deck. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with a matchup where I just dump my entire deck. Bronze Automaton. Corruption. Fire breathing. War Cry to draw 2 cards. Put the Reaper back on top. True Grit the strike out of my deck. Play the defend. They're doing something. Summoning minions. I don't need to Reaper at the moment. Strike, strike, defend. Sure. Are these going to put a bunch of dazes into my deck? Is that what they're going to do? Dazes? They took my stasis. They took my offering plus and put it into stasis, so when they die it will come back to my hand. Interesting. Okay. The burns! The burns! So many ashes. Okay, flame barrier. Trackable trades. Does a hand of greed, gets me 20 gold. Gives me my offering back. Nom 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 nom. I couldn't draw 5 more cards. Like, sorry, but no cards allowed, sorry. Drew me the Hand of Greed background, though. What if I Hand of Greeded again? So my entire deck is now 3 strikes, a Sever Soul, a Reaper, and a Hand of Greed, and that's it. I've run out of stuff. I've exhausted most of my deck. That's 6, 16, and 20. So 20 is better than 2 6s, so I guess every turn just going Hand of Greed, strike. Just every turn is going to be Hand of Greed, strike, Hand of Greed, strike, Hand of Greed, strike. Do you have Reaper as well? So if we... strike will not be enough. Hand of Greed. Strike. I'm not getting any defense though, so this bronze automaton's actually going to defeat me. I thought I had a really cool build. Turns out it's not quite good enough to beat the bronze automaton. I don't quite have the things I need for it. I've got 6 strength. Don't think this is enough. I gain 5 health. Defeated. And that sounds good. Quite liked the Charon's Ashes. Oh, I'd had a bunch of potions that I didn't use again. I unlocked an Omamori, negate the next 2 curses you obtain. A prayer wheel, normal enemies drop an additional card reward. Nice. And shovel, you can now dig for relics at rest sites. Ooh. Interesting. I'll have enough time for one more quick run. Let's do one more Ironclad run. Hello again. Choose. Random rare relic. Whenever you play 3 or less cards during your turn, draw 3 additional cards that start your next turn. So if I play fewer cards, I draw more cards. Okay. So if I go like bash, strike, that'll draw me 3 extra cards. Yep. Strike, defend, strike. Just because I can. So I should try and get a bunch of multi-costing cards, I guess. Oh, it's 3 or less. So even if I play 3, that's still fine. So I don't know what I want to do with this then. Things about drawing cards, I guess. Things about drawing cards, I guess. 8 damage to all enemies or 6 damage. It's basically the same difference, except a couple more damage. Whee! Bash. Cleave. Cycling through my deck very quickly. Bash. Cleave. 20 cards. Don't need the Sever Soul. Grab a heavy blow, see what we can do with that. Go to the shop. Oh, I like Feel No Pain though. Ah. I don't want bloodletting, because while that is gaining me energy, I want to cast 3 or less cards every single turn. Not really in the deck to do Feel No Pain at the moment. Warcry I don't want to do because it draws me extra cards and plays me an extra card. So maybe I just grab a Searing Blow? Maybe I just grab a Searing Blow. Sure. Growman! Hi Growman. Bash. Strike. More cards. My power is unmatched. Caca! Searing Blade. Cleave. Almost defeated already. Cleave. My powers were matched. I do like that little, what's the colourless spectrum? Choose 1 of 3 random colourless cards and add it to your hand. It costs 0. Oh, do I just start going the block route? Do I just start going the big block route? Maybe I just go block route. Big fish! As you make your way down a long corridor, you see a banana, a donut, and a box floating about. No, upon closer inspection, they are tied to strings coming from holes in the ceiling. There's a quiet cackling from above as you approach the objects. What do you do? If I take the banana, I heal to 24 health. If I take the donut, I gain 5 max health. If I take the box, I get a relic, but then I'm cursed with regret. But I kind of want the relic. You grab the box. Inside you find a relic. It's an unceasing top. Whenever you have no cards in hand during your turn, draw a card. I've just realised that a bunch of these are drawing a bunch of cards, and the regret is hurting me when I have lots of cards in hand. Uh-oh. However, you really craved the donut. You're filled with sadness, but mostly regret. Where's the next shop? Non-existent. If I go this way, there's a mystery here. Can smith a thing? Let's smith the body slam. Yeah, shop. Sell my regret. We did it. I sold my regret. Thievery. Bash. Strike. Block. 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 Body slam. Block. Strike. Strike. Body slam. I realise that the way I've done it now, I'm doing more than 3 cards. Cleave. Strike. Strike. Heavy blow. Don't really care for any of those. Ornamental Fan. Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 4 block. Sure. Upgrade. The cleave. Sure. I don't really have an aim with this, unfortunately. Shining Light. Upgrade 2 random cards, lose 14 health. Yeah, we'll go with it. A strike and a searing blow. And then we fight Lagavulin. Hello, friend. Good of you to wake up. Blow. Defend. Body slam. Bash. Cleave. That's 14, that's 16. Okay. Bash. Cleave. Gambler's Brew, Bronze Scale, starting to fight with 3 Thorns. Whenever you play an attack this turn, gain 3 block. Armaments instead. Living Wall. Let's transform a card in my deck. And we'll transform the Searing Blows into a pummel. Oh, what is this? Fungi Beast. Fungi Beast. Fungi Beast? Fungi Beast? The poor ratty. Heavy blow. Pummel. Bonk, 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 bonk. And I've got some thorns on myself. The thorns tick down. No, they don't. Nice. Bash. Cleave. Armaments. And break. Oh no. I guess this is just my turn to do a bunch of bonk. Flex Potion, 14 gold, add a card. Let's put Iron Wave in there. And we can upgrade the armaments. And go up to fight the crystal. I get my 3 spikes. Go armaments. Cleave. Defend plus. Oh, and I should have done some kind of potion. Like so. Heavy blows 29 damage. Oh, because strength applies triple times. Jeez. I've got defend, or I've got pummel. If I defend, I've then got the block. Sorry, not the block, the body. I've got blocked, then body slam. Oh, so many hits from them. Armaments. Do 2 damage 5 times. 7 block and 7 attack. Ooh. Every time I play 3 attacks in a single turn. So if I bash, then 5 times 2. Cleave. Then body slam, even though it's not doing anything, I get some block. Oh. Ugh. Armaments. Defend me, armaments. Block. Iron wave. Oh god, here come the burns. Heavy blade. Defend. Body slam. Take damage from the burn. They then start putting more burns in. Oh, we got the inflame. Elements. Defend. Cleave. Strike. Cleave. I am taking 1. Oh no, the burns! Ah, so many burns! Uh-oh, I think that's me very much dead. Okay, I got block, but then the 8 damage is gonna take me out. Ah! We're now like 3 minutes from the end of our normal stream time, so we don't really have enough time for another run. Conquer the Spire consumes another. Continue. I managed to get 2 of my unlocks. I actually really enjoyed this. I quite like this game. We're definitely going to end up playing the second one. It didn't do the daily climb. I was just running standards. I managed to unlock the Silent, which I haven't tried yet. So next time we'll probably play the Silent for a bunch of runs, which will be next week, next Wednesday. I really enjoyed playing the Ironclad though. Good game. Slay the Spire, you've impressed me. Good game. I'm now actually really excited to see how much they've upgraded for the second one, because people seem to be really excited about the second one. Oh, welcome back from the outbreak, everybody. I was just saying how much I enjoyed this game. We will definitely be playing it next week. I only have like 2 minutes left